Welcome to the Vault Excel. Thank you for joining me. This is live number 2. Please check out my last live stream pertaining to Kansas City. 3 men found dead outside of their friend's home in the backyard. And Scott Peterson is now being represented by the Innocence Project. When I get an update on both of those stories, I will bring you the said information. This live stream is pertaining to Alice Harris. Allie Harris, who we believe is no longer alive. I think I spelled it wrong. I should have put Allison. I'll put a correction here in a minute because I think she goes by Llie. But nonetheless, you got some background on Latrice.
Okay.
Or something playing. Where's the obituary? I'm curious. I have searched through legacy.com, Kingsport Times. Now, one could say, well, maybe they want it private. And then some of you would probably dispute that and say, well, why would you want it private when you were asking for money from the public, which would be a very good question. Who has girl child, the minor child? How old is she? And what is the truth about Boy H being in the state's care? These are my questions. They have been plaguing me for the past couple of days. And we would like an answer. Probably will never get it. Latrice says she doesn't believe that Boy H was in the care or in the care currently. We have Nala Bird still talking on Allison's Facebook page. And what I find interesting about also that Facebook page, I really should just put all things Allie, but she's not alive, so that probably wouldn't be the appropriate title. But I thought you all were going to close the page down. So why do you still have it up? Somebody's also questioned having the Cash App still up on the Facebook page. I go into Cash App and she still has a legitimate Cash App open account, same as the one that's on the Facebook page. This is the commentary pertaining to the late Allie Harris. Where is the obituary? Did they decide not to put up one for personal reasons? Who has the girl child? Is she in the state's care? Is she with Miss Nala Birds, the mother-in-law allegedly of Boy H? And what is the truth about Boy H being in the state's care? Because as I have told many of you pertaining to the laws here in Tennessee, Allie would have had to pay child support to the state. Baby, you echoing a little bit. She would have had to pay child support to the state of Tennessee. And I can't see her wanting to pay the state. Then I think back to a comment Amber made about her almost going to jail because of Boy H. So then it dawned on me. I was talking to Miss Latrice earlier. I said, maybe that's what she was referring to, truancy. Also in this state, you can be charged with truancy if your child does not attend public school. So was he ever in the state's care? Number one. Is he in the state's care now? If he's in the state's care, as I said before in my last feed, how would that be possible and ethical for a woman to be taking care of a child, getting monies for him, assistance for him, and he is also having sexual relations with her girl child? I don't think the state would approve of this type of behavior, which leads us, or at least Latrice says, I don't think that he's in the state's care, that he's just been going from house to house living, because in the end, Allie would be responsible before death to pay the state of Tennessee money. Let me repeat this. She would have to pay the state money for the care of any child in the Department of Human Services care. And I just can't see her wanting to pay the state, especially with another child, girl child, underage living with her. If True was living with her, grandmother living with her, would be just very diabolical. Not diabolical, that's not a good word. I think stressful, perhaps. Sad to use the word diabolical so much. It would be stressful to be taking care of people, different people living in your home, feeding, toiletries, and then you're also paying the state a lump sum of money. And let me tell you, they would get just about every damn dime she had. And if she was working at Walmart, Walmart pays a little bit more money now, but it still would be a chunk of her money. Then she'd also have to pay rent. So if she was in subsidized housing or any type of government housing program, she has to pay 30% of her income to them. People are alleging she didn't get any assistance as far as food stamps or whatever. She would be in a pickle. Miss Latrice, go ahead.
Hello, chat. Um,
Let's speak up, baby.
can can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now I can, sugar.
Okay.
Let's start with the
I
obituary.
okay. I wonder why they don't have a print up about her in the newspaper. Would the family be responsible for doing that?
Yeah, you have to. You can post it. Yes, so people will know that the person has passed away. Yes.
Right. Okay. Well, I wonder why they wouldn't have
Well, you
um.
probably have to pay because you know the newspapers charge for everything now.
Yeah, but it could be just a
I'd
little.
assume. I assume. Maybe I stand corrected. So.
Yeah, I don't know how much they charge, for the word by word,
Uh-huh.
but it could be, a lot. I see in the paper here, sometimes the families just have a little small,
Right.
write up just to say that,
Just to let you know that they passed away. Yeah.
right.
Well,
So I would think that that wouldn't cost much.
well, everything's about money.
Right, right.
Everything's about money.
Since
Very
they said
interesting.
that, they had someone to pay for the funeral,
Mm-hmm.
um, I would think that they would have, a few coins or could round up, a few coins to write up a little small, snippet in the newspaper, in the obituary to let people know that, she passed.
Okay. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe with all the things that's gone on with them being accused as being scammers, they say the hell with it.
Yeah. Mm.
Any comments on that? All that's gone on?
I will say a lot has really gone on, from the dad, the absent father, well, I would say the absent father,
Mm-hmm.
the children being displaced, living from here, living from there.
Yeah.
Just so much is going on, and all the many different stories.
Right.
You really don't. It's hard to
What's the
decipher
truth? Yeah.
what's the
And that's
truth.
what a lot of people keep saying on the Facebook page. And the thing they don't understand is you're talking to yourself. You're just going round and around, keep asking the same questions, and you don't even know who's answering the questions, who has the phone. I'm assuming True has the phone, and I'm still curious to why she wouldn't shut down the Facebook page. As some friends have said, I don't think this is right. You're leaving this Facebook page open because it isn't right. The woman was sick. She couldn't defend herself, and naturally, it wasn't her job to defend her son because she was incoherent. And as I've told people, it's rude to be commenting on a Facebook page to a person that's dying in a hospital. It's wrong to do it if they were living. That's why people don't understand, the
Right.
methodology of keeping a Facebook page open. When something jumps off, leave it open to let people say, nasty, derogatory things about you. I don't understand the mindset behind that.
Exactly, because that will be the way to turn it off. Just close
Yeah.
the Facebook
But she
page
might
down.
want to leave the Cash App up. How about that?
Mm,
We ain't gonna worry about the comments, but let's leave the Cash App up. See if some kind person will send some money still.
hmm Because I will see. That's the only reason why I I feel that they still have the cash app up.
Well, Bernadette, if he hasn't gone to stay with his father by now, I can't see a judge ruling the child to go up there because we don't really know what's the truth about him being in the state's care. You can't really believe anything that has been said because there's no receipt to anything. It's just a bunch of people talking. And he wouldn't want to go live with his father. Don't you think he would have done that by now? He's 17. He can be emancipated by the state of Tennessee, I do believe. Let me Google that while I'm on this live stream right now, so I can debunk it or confirm it. Pertaining to the age limits, age requirements. Oh, hold on one second. I can't see him going up there, and I can't see him trying to fight for the little boy. It'd be pointless. He's 17. He'd be 18, so wouldn't make a bit of difference. He wouldn't do nothing but run away and leave.
Right.
What is the age of emancipation in the state of Tennessee?
According to Quora, a minor cannot initiate the emancipation process in Tennessee. Instead, an adult, referred to as the next friend, must file a petition with the Chancery or Circuit Court where the minor lives. Minors who are at least 16 years of age are eligible.
Okay, so somebody next to him, which makes no sense to me. Next to him will be what? A parent? It says, can I legally move out at 16 in Tennessee? No, unless a court approves and give the children what is legally called emancipation. Tennessee age of a minor, any person under 18 years of age. So no, he couldn't move out on his own at 16. Let's get a little more information about this emancipation clause. Thank you all so much for joining me. Welcome to the Vault XL. Hit the link if you have an opinion pertaining to the title of this live stream. Okay, let's see. Oh God, now it won't let me. Let's see. You can't file a petition. This was 8 months ago. You can't file a petition for emancipation, but you only need an adult, not necessarily a parent or relative, to file the petition on your behalf as what's called a next friend. But you have to fill out the petition yourself and appear in court to show evidence proving you're fit to be legally treated as an adult and to answer the judge's questions. In the petition, you'll needed to explain in detail why you should be emancipated. Your parents must receive a copy of the petition because they have a legal right to tell the court why you should not be emancipated. In court, the judge has to decide whether the emancipation is, I don't see the rest of the article. What I don't understand is saying anybody can do it. That makes no sense. Because why would you have anybody do it, but then they still have to serve the parents the paperwork? So, and you still have to go to court to prove to the judge why he or she should emancipate you. So this is strange. Yeah, because it says your parents must receive a copy of the petition because they have the legal right to tell the court why you should not be emancipated. I don't know. Let's see what else they got. Minors who are at least 16 years of age are eligible. Minors under the age of 16 or minors not able to provide sufficient evidence that they are able to support themselves are not eligible. It has to be filed in the county of the minor's residency. You must file a petition with the Chancery Court in the county where you live to become emancipated as a minor in Tennessee. A judge will review your circumstances and make a determination based on your best interest. So let's ask that question. Could you see a judge emancipating him?
No.
Huh?
No, because what it read, it said that they would have to show that they are fit to be emancipated as an adult. And I don't see a judge seeing age fit to do that.
Okay. Okay. Well, I remember hearing about a young girl. She was a neighbor. She had a baby. This was years ago, 30 years ago. And people had said she was emancipated. So the first thing I'm thinking to myself, well, where was she working and living at 16 to be emancipated?
Right.
But then you got to remember, that's probably 30-something plus years ago. Things may have been different then.
Right. It may not have taken as much then as it does now.
Well, girl child. The girl child, where is she and who has custody of her? You see her thanking this Nala Birds a lot on the Facebook page of the late Allie Harris. Who has custody of her? Will the real guardian step up, please? That's about funny in itself.
It is.
Who do you think has her, Latrice?
Where is her father?
Yeah, where is her father? How old is she and where is her father? Okay, everybody, calm down. Hey, Jesus. Is this topic this serious? I mean, I'm trying to understand. Am I missing something? I mean, it's serious because she's a minor. The reason why I mentioned the girl child during this live stream is for the obvious reason. When you look at all the things that have happened to boy H, accusations, allegations up until recently, why would I not be concerned about the welfare of the younger girl child? I do not know the age difference between he and her, but I was just looking at a live stream of Allie, Andrew, and two other people that I'm not about to name, but anyway, it was a live stream done a year ago. And what bothered me is the fact that Allie had her standing behind her in the live while they're talking about this, Summer Wells nonsense. And I thought this is the very reason why your children are troubled. Because Boy H seemed grown in that Chris Madonna interview, if you recollect. Now you have a girl child standing behind you, intervening in a grown person's conversation while the mother's on the live stream. She had no business even being in the room listening to what Allie was saying on that live about Summer Wells. See, this is what I've been saying. It's what you introduce to your children, what you talk about around your children. So she's probably just as grown as H and probably true as well. Right. Know too much. Well, I can tell you in that video from last year, she looked awfully grown. And she didn't look like no 8-year-old. She looked like a preteen there. So I don't know how old the child is. I just want to know who has her. Where is she staying? And I'm hoping she's not staying with this Nala Bird's character. Because, ma'am, you don't need the children you have. Because if you think it's okay for your son to be laying up in, your son-in-law, H, to be laying up in your house and having sex with your daughter, that shows me that you don't have a good mindset to rear children, period. Be it H, be it True, be it the baby girl, whomever, and not your own. Because you're sending a message to your children, yeah, I'll let you lay up in here with your man, your girlfriend, y'all unwed, wed, whatever. And then let's talk about that. How could H be married and then living in your house as a foster care child? Bingo card.
Right.
What do you mean? How could she be with her mother if Allie's her mother? Ain't nobody paying attention to what I'm saying up here. Where is her father, the girl child, the baby of the family? Who has her? Is it a legal foster care agreement? And God, please tell me it's not this woman, Nala Bird's character. Jesus, well. What do you have to say, Latrice? This is slow motion up here.
Yeah, let's hope that that's not where she's not who she's gonna be living with.
Well, but why not? H is there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's
the grandmother. You think maybe she's with the grandmother? Where does the grandmother live? Because was the grandmother living with Allie up until she got sick? So you don't even know what to believe because you can't trust nobody to tell you nothing. Oh, but let me tell you something I did see on this certain person's network where Allie got interviewed and she was asking her about Jose. She said, well, why didn't you take Jose back to your house? And she said she started laughing and held her head down. She said, because I had my grandmother and my kids living with me. So I always wondered if she ever had her own place at that time. I always thought that she didn't. Because I couldn't understand why you would be messing around with him over at Candace's house. But, you know, that's water under the bridge as well.
I wonder if the judge would not.
Oh my God! Please stop. Ask Andrew. Oh, her father, New York. So her father lives in New York too. So everybody is from New York. Dear God. Well, I hope whoever gets her, they're better than the group I've seen. Because what I have seen is not good. And that's the irony of Kingsport, Rogersville, New York. Everybody is troubled. Their spirits are troubled. They don't have any manners. They just don't got it together. And I get it. Nobody's perfect. But this group here, it just jumps like jumping beans. Just you jumping from one whack situation story to the next. Now, let me tell you this, Trolley Trees. Just imagine what we've seen pertaining to Rogersville, New York, and Kingsport. Imagine the people affiliated with them in Kingsport and New York, what type of tales they could tell. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh my.
Because it's already raggedy down here in East Tennessee. So imagine their little friends and associates in Kingsport in New York. Oh my God. Jesus wept.
Right. If they're anything like Andrew,
Girl, you stupid. And he sure don't care, do he?
he does not.
Is Boy H in the care of the state of Tennessee? I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
Tell me why.
Because he's been living from house to house to house to house. He was living with a friend, another friend of hers, like we had spoken about before earlier.
Leslie,
And she passed.
allegedly.
Okay, yeah, allegedly. Okay, so now he's supposed to be living with Nolliver. Well, who would have given her would she have been some parent would have needed to sign
Yeah,
for her
Allie
to
would have to sign it again. And then that's the whole point. Why would you not want your son back? See, there's lots of questions you can ask. Nobody asks the pertinent questions. They just talk. But see, I don't just pass stuff without asking the pertinent questions. Well, why was he with Leslie? How long was he with her, allegedly? Okay, how did he get over to this lady's house? See, you got to make it make some sense. Make it make sense.
just a friend. She wasn't a family member.
Well, I guess you don't have to be a family member. Depending on who wants to take the person in, I guess. I
Yeah.
want to make sure I pronounce her name right. She's a strange duck.
I don't know. For some strange reason, I just don't believe that he's in the state custody because he just seems to have been doing whatever he wants.
Look at people. They say the stupidest stuff. Well, it's time to remove the cash apps, Allie. It's gone. It's a federal offense to receive money. No? I don't know if it's federal. Jesus. I can't.
But Al didn't put the cash app on.
Listen to what this lady Dina says. She can tell this lady's whack. Why the lying about Hunter expecting twins? People felt sad for the children left behind, but they show zero manners, not even have a common courtesy to say thank you. That's very sad. Here go Nala Birds. She couldn't wait to respond. She's a nut too. Stop saying a minor name all over social media. For the last time, you will be blocked. He is my son-in-law in capital letters. And there's this guy, he keeps putting laughing emojis on anything she says. So Claire replies, and your son-in-law fabricated his mother's death and the fact his girlfriend was having twins. Allison Mulani, her Cash App kids have been untruthful, crafty, and extorted money by false statements to public. Can you blame the public for commenting? Where was the respect? As their mother was laying in a state of grace. That's a weird, I ain't never heard that before. Before she passed, RTM her children, where the Cash App's medical bills went up to the public to donate while their mother was in a coma on life support, disgraceful behavior. And this must be a foreigner because they got a U in behavior. And you are no role model. Absolutely atrocious behavior. Fraud charges should be made. And the family, the Cash App kids, she call them Cash App kids. Cash App kids and family friends should apologize to the donators that were scammed. Woo. Yeah. Then this Frankie guy, he says back to Nolliver, you are funny. Then before that, he replied to Nala saying, you mean Hunter? Oh, God, this is sad. Catherine says to Dina, they all need to get jobs and quit grifting from hardworking peeps. Oh, God. And Sarah replies to Catherine, they're still on her Facebook, so they have phone Cash App card. Interesting. Really? We already know that. Then Nala replies to the audience, y'all are so funny. So just saying everyone will be blocked today. So find other people to harass. And also the page will be private today. So no one can state lies of things they don't even know, real facts. To have a good one, bye. She's got the deuces sign up. That was 2 days ago. Then Allison Harris replies to her, thanks, Mama Red. I love you. And then Nala replies, I love you too. And then Allison replies, I do more. What in the hell am I reading?
Oh my.
Now this person replies to Allie, you are with your mom now. So her mom's deceased? I'm confused. Nala just said the mother and sister didn't come to the hospital or didn't do something. So who's really alive and deceased? I think everybody's got everybody mixed up. What do you say? What say you, Latrice?
It's all just a big circus.
Yeah. It's sad because they got the Facebook page up. They're still allowing people to say nasty things on the page. The woman's dead and gone. And then you still got the Cash App up there. I think that's the only reason why the Facebook page is up, is to see if anybody would donate any funds to the Cash App. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's gone now. There's no point in leaving the Facebook page up. Right. She can't respond. Woo.
Couldn't they put the Cash App? They could just put the Cash App, close out her page, and put it up on theirs.
Well, that is so very true. But they know that people are going to go look to Allie's page, so that's why they leave it at that.
I think they like the back and forth. She keeps saying
they do because they were raised in drama. Like I said, no disrespect to the dead, but you lead by example. You learn from example. So you have to use deduction.
Exactly.
What type of life do these kids really have living with her? Misdirected, perhaps. You got a young boy jumping around from house to house. That's a bad look, and your mother is living. Stay woke. You have a living grandmother, a living mother. Living mother, grandmother, great-grand. So it's strange to be moving around from house to house. I always wondered why the grandmother was living with Allie. Nobody ever asked that question. So where does Sherry live? Where does this old lady live?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Why was the grandmother living with Allie, and why the grandmother wasn't living with Sherry? That's her child. Why you don't have your own mother living with you? Think about that for a minute. A 30-something-year-old woman got her grandmama living with her, but there's a living mother. And then when I went back looking at the videos today of them, I was standing outside with Molly Golightly. Damn, that was just a hot-ass mess. I said, Lord, people watch this shit and they think this is how we act down here in Tennessee, which some of us do. But my golly. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Because when people are raised a certain way and they haven't been around certain type of people, they are baffled and appalled.
Right.
You walking around, you don't have on shoes, your clothes are dirty, your hair is dirty. You won't believe what somebody posted on that damn Walmart page about Allie. It was despicable. And what's killing me is Walmart ain't took the comment down. A public Walmart website I found tonight with Allie's picture as a congratulations on being a 5-year employee. And somebody said something so derogatory about her on there. I said, man, Walmart, y'all know y'all should have took that comment down.
Right. They should have taken that comment down.
Yeah, it was real nasty.
Yeah. If they weren't, if anything.
Yeah, somebody's monitoring the website.
Yeah, and if anything, they, since was she still an employee there up until she got sick?
See, I don't know. I was wondering about that myself. I thought she was a healthcare provider at one time.
I could see them putting up condolences to the family.
Well,
but yeah, they should.
And then Walmart, if she worked for Walmart or whomever she worked for, I could see them offering to help pay for something if they knew the family needed money.
Right. The work.
If she worked at Walmart or a healthcare facility, all you have to do is listen. Go tell them she's very sick, she's ill. I wouldn't doubt that somebody on the job in a managerial position would put a little bag out for people to put a couple of dollars in, or they might ask, does she have a Cash App? And then you say, yeah. And then they say, well, we're going to donate some money to the Cash App. We've given the Cash App to the employees if they like to donate to help with anything. I won't doubt she probably did get some cash outs from employees because I know my sister did with my mother. My sister was something else, honey. Folks was giving her money because my mother had a life insurance policy, but that still didn't stop naturally, my sister from going around trying to get funds. Because like I said, you still have to put money down to start the funeral process.
Right.
It's not free. So you don't believe he was in the state's care, Boy H, or now?
I don't believe that he's in the state's care now. I definitely don't believe it.
Say what?
I definitely don't believe that he's still in the state care, if he ever was.
Ever was, right? Because you got Andrew talking to a social worker. We don't know if that's true.
Right.
And when you see people that seem like that's all they about is, trying to get in somebody's pocketbook, why would I believe anything that you're saying?
Right. And he kept, not Andrew, but H kept talking about, his lawyer. What would he have had a lawyer for? I was thinking, is he getting his probation officer confused with the lawyer?
Girl, you gonna make me spit up. Oh, girl, you're a mess. Funny, too funny. Tacos, how did your sister take on your mom's life insurance policy? You're a beneficiary is on the life insurance. Is it a matter that your mother left her money and she told your sister to give you and other siblings money, which is a dangerous thing? You don't ever tell people to give somebody money. You put their name on it or you don't. You can never expect somebody to give you some money. That's unheard of. Trust me, I know all about that. I've heard the stories 1,000 times. They said. Make sure you split this. Make sure you can't rely on that. You put things in people's names. You want your children to have your house, you put all their names on the house.
Exactly.
So then when you pass away, they battle it out. What they want to do with the house. You want to give somebody a car, put their name on it. You don't wait till the last minute, because this is how people fall out. When people get sick and when they die, people start arguing over stuff. Hello, Tacos. Tacos, I was asking you a question. How did your sister steal the money? I had a friend, church member once. Her sister had left some money to her, right, from the insurance. And she was told, I think, to give it to one of the daughters or something like that. And the daughter was supposed to give it to the other sister, which makes no sense to me. Well, you know how that went. One daughter got the money and she never gave the money to the other daughter, the other sister. And I think I told her, like, well, why didn't you give the other daughter the money? Your sister left you with the money. You wanted to do right by your sister. Why would you assume your niece would do the right thing and give her sister a portion? I wouldn't have done it. I'd have gave them both half the money and went on about my business.
Exactly. I would have split it up.
I would not assume that this one niece is going to give the other one. Don't you know? She said they fell out because she didn't give her nothing. Walking around, taking cruises, all kind of stuff. Girl, I was stunned when I heard it. I said, damn, that's deep.
Oh, my. But he habits, they'll do it.
But and then I had asked her that. Like, I said, well, why would your sister leave the beneficiary to you and then ask you to divide stuff up? Why she just didn't put her children on it? She said, well, I was the one keeping up the policy payments. Are you hearing that?
Oh.
I said, well, by law, you could have kept all the money.
Exactly.
She said, yeah, but I didn't want to do that. I said, yeah, but guess what? You said you were trying to do the right thing. Somebody still was asked out of getting their share, which is the other daughter.
Right, because she gave it all to one.
Yeah, because you gave it to the daughter and she didn't give it to the other sister. So doing the right thing didn't work out because you didn't divide it up. I'm not going to give one the money and then don't give the other one her share. I wouldn't have done it. Everybody do things differently, but I wouldn't have gave the one child all the money. That makes no sense to me. What are you talking about, Bernadette? Why she doesn't have an obituary? What do you mean? How would Andrew pay child support if Allie is gone? Well, let's just go into Google and see what the laws are in New York. How about that? So we can stop assuming stuff. Because that's how all this mess gets started anyways. In the state of New York, do disability patients pay child support? All right, here we go. Rubenfeld Law Firm. According to New York state law, a custodial parent can receive child support until their child turns 21. Exceptions to this law pertain to emancipated children who are between 17 and 21 years old and either married, self-supporting, or in the military. Let's see. Parents of children with disabilities. Wait a minute. Trying to find the one about a disabled adult. I'm talking about custody. I don't want that. Disabled child. They don't have a disabled child. So in the state of New York, up to 26 years of age to pay child support for a disabled child. How about that? Ain't that something?
Wow.
Between the ages of 21 and 25. Support also includes providing health insurance coverage until the adult dependent turns 26 years of age. What if I lose my job and can't pay child support in New York? Job loss does not end your child support obligation, and only a court can change your order. You are still responsible for paying the full court-ordered amount. Do-it-yourself forms, programs for statewide courts, family court modification, petition program, and start the support modification program. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Let me see. They keep talking about developmental disabled. That's not what I'm looking for. Here we go, right there. Hope this is New York. But it don't say New York. I got to have New York law. There we go. There it is. Well, that's for Tennessee. Well, I just had it. Hold on, you guys. I'm looking for something. I'm going to have to spell it out because it's not working. Lives in New York. Because I'm tired of hearing about it and not knowing what the hell it is.
Right. Just that.
While SSI benefits are not counted as income for child support purposes, SSDI benefits, workers' compensation benefits, and unemployment benefits are all counted as income for child support purposes. Therefore, they can be garnished for child support in New York, January 28, 2020. Wow. Can parents agree to no child support in New York? Yes. The judge can order an amount you agreed on that is different from the statutory calculation. You can waive statutory child support obligations as long as your waiver has the correct format and content to protect both parties. The court wants to be sure parties understand the rights they are waiving. Who the hell would agree to that? How do I not pay child support in New York? Terminating child support in New York. 1, marriage of a child. 2, the child habitually residing with a person of the opposite sex. 3, death of the wife or the child. 4, permanent residence located away from a custodial parent. 5, attainment of 21 years of age. 6, entry into the armed forces. 7, engagement in full-time employment by the child. Now let's go to Tennessee. Can Tennessee garnish wages from disability?
Here's the definition of can.
Oh, stop. Can wages be garnished from disability check in Tennessee? Okay, let's see. Hold on. Whoo, I meant to say I didn't put that right. It says medical bills, lawsuit, judgment, child support. As a result of such federal law, SSDI benefits can be garnished for child support purposes, but SSI payments cannot. So SSDI is disability, right?
Right.
Okay. I'm trying to see for Tennessee. Here we go, right here, Tennessee.gov. Hello, everybody in the chat. Thank you for joining me. Oh Lord, everybody got something to say. Jesus wept. I'm not listening to nothing without a receipt. I just can't do it. I'm trying to see. This is 23. Is this Tennessee? Second, they don't tell me if it's Tennessee or not. It says Section 459 of the Social Security Act 42 U.S.C. 659 permits Social Security to withhold current and continuing Social Security payments to enforce your legal obligation to pay child support, alimony, or restitution. By law, we do not make retroactive adjustments. If you disagree with the garnishment, contact an attorney or representative where the court issued the order, not Social Security. Interesting. So they can levy up to 15% of each Social Security payment for overdue federal tax debts until the tax debt is paid. So if you owe to federal agencies, you have to pay. They can take it out. I'm trying to get Tennessee law. So SSI can't be garnished, is what it says on this one here. So I guess the Social Security disability, it can. Very interesting. That's what it says. The courts cannot garnish supplemental security income, monthly disability pay. See, monthly disability payments to fulfill your child support obligation in most cases. Now, see, this is contradictory. The Tennessee Child Support Guidelines describes gross income as income from any source before deductions for taxes and other deductions such as credits for other qualified children, whether earned or unearned, and includes disability or retirement benefits that are received from the Social Security Administration. This was uploaded January 13, 21. So it says any source before deductions for taxes, whether earned or unearned, and includes disability or retirement benefits. Okay. Okay. And then it also says when you qualify for Social Security disability benefits, your children may also qualify to receive benefits on your record. Your eligible child can be your biological child, adopted child, or stepchild. A dependent grandchild may also qualify. Okay. Ooh. What do you think about all I read this far?
It's interesting. I knew that here in the state of Alabama, they you still have to pay child support even when you're getting disability. Um, but not the SSI, which is the checks that come out on the 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Because a friend of mine, when she first became disabled, and she started receiving her disability check back when they were giving lump sum, she was behind in her child support. So that first lump sum, she was ordered to turn over to the child's father. hmm But they didn't garnish her check. What they did was they used that first check to catch up and pay all the rears, and thereafter the child received a check off of her, but it didn't come out of her payment. But
So here are the guidelines for Tennessee courts. Number of children, 2,803. And this is percentage of income above 28,250. So if you make over 28,250 and you have 2 children by a woman in Tennessee, you have to pay her $2,800. Interesting.
a month,
Hmm?
a month.
I guess.
Mm. So seeing that Allie did work, um, the youngest, the two younger children, they'll they can get whatever disability payments would have been owed to her in the event that she had, became disabled. So when does H turn 18? Do we know?
I don't know. Well, it looks like you have to pay. So what's the deal with him then? I'm confused. Hey, everybody in the chat, got 109. Queen's just doing a little reading, that's all. That's why I've been saying, Kush, if he got twins on the way, how could he be in state's care? Well, a person can't stop you from putting your wee-wee in somebody. So let's go there.
Right, that doesn't have anything to do with it. He can be in state
Yeah,
care.
anybody can get pregnant in state's care. It's not like there's you're in Russia or China and somebody's, guarding your private parts. It says benefits and unemployment benefits are all counted as income for child support purposes. Therefore, they can be garnished for child support in New York. There you have it. So that looks like the same for Tennessee and New York. So how the hell he walking around and ain't paid this woman no child support?
Mm.
So that means Allie wouldn't be getting nothing.
Right.
Let's talk about that. Maybe that's the reason why. Maybe that's the reason why he's free. Because maybe at some point she stopped getting aid for her children. Because we know that when you get the check itself, they want to know who the father is. Okay. So food stamps, I can't remember if food stamps count to where you have to turn in the father's name. Can't remember. Every law is different. I know they're funny about the money. The welfare check, they want the father's name. Let me put that in. I'll just question it. Hold on a minute. Does a woman have to report the father in the state of Tennessee to get food stamps? Okay. Okay. There we go, right there. Does getting food stamps automatically place the father on child support? It's not automatic, but the Division of Family Services, or whatever it's called in your state, will make you go after the father for support if you file for food stamps or temporary assistance. Okay. Let's see.
Food stamps or temporary assistance.
Huh?
I said, for food stamps or temporary assistance.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. Very interesting. Just trying to read everything. What y'all saying down in the chat? In West Virginia, yes. Medicaid and EBT want the dad. Okay. Yeah, because you can't ever tell. Things see every state is different.
Right, because here in the state of Alabama, you don't have to let them, they don't. It's not
Tell the
mandatory
father's name.
for food stamps, but for TANF it is, because they're gonna go after them for child support because they're gonna want their money back.
Of course.
So if Allie was getting TANF, if she've ever received TANF for True or H's father, I didn't even say her name, but or H's father, Andrew, even though Andrew, if he's on disability, he's still gonna have to pay it back. They still want their money.
Well, very interesting. She says, what are food stamps? I'm from Australia. Carrie, this is where the government gives you assistance for food. They give you a food card. And on that card is a limit that you can spend in a grocery store or convenient mart to buy beverages and food. You can also buy dog food, but you can't buy alcoholic products or tobacco products.
Whoa, back up. Did you say you could also buy dog food
Yeah, I think so.
with the food?
I think you can buy dog food.
Oh,
It's food. Okay.
okay.
Well, guess what? It says minors who apply on their own must be living with their parents. So he can apply for food stamps himself. Yeah.
Oh, wow. In the state of Tennessee. Hmm, that's interesting.
Yeah. I was just trying to see about giving up, the father's name. That's what I was looking for. You have to be specific when you ask for things in Google. Hmm. Where is the youngest child? Who has her? That's what I'm curious about.
Being that she'll draw a check. She can draw a check off of her mother.
Hmm.
Their Her father will probably, want to get her. If nothing else, just for the check. We don't know what
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
it is. You know, but her history. Looking at her history of men, um, that would be the only reason why I would see that he would want to come and get her, because being that she's passed on, if the father's name is in the system of whomever, of whomever her father is, if it's in the database of the system, then won't they reach out to the father to see if he wants custody of the child first before they?
Somebody says that's odd. He receives disability considering he said no one can track him if him knowing is in his name. So is he providing false addresses? You mean is he providing a false name? Your name is what's attached to your social security number. Hmm. Now this one is interesting. This is I think New York law. In addition, if your partner lives with you and you have children together, you are both legally responsible for the children. This means that if your partner lives with you and you have children together, both your income and your partner's income will be used to determine your benefits. Well, he don't claim nothing about that house. They probably just going off that woman's income up there in New York. Woo, what a mess. I'm tired of reading this junk. Sorry about that. I got 118 in the room. Thank you for joining me.
Right, because she's not going to put his name on there.
Yeah. But she can claim him. I think. I wonder if New York let her claim him to get extra food stamps if she got food stamps. Because I do believe here in Tennessee you can claim your married spouse. Yes, you can. Last couple years back you could do that. You sure could.
If they're not working.
He can't get on a plane because he doesn't have a license. No, he can't get on a plane because allegedly he has anxieties. But he don't mind going in front of that damn computer, right, and cell phone. How can you have anxieties but you can sit and talk in front of a phone? That's weird. Oh, I guess it's different because you're in the comfort of your house. It's not like walking in front of people. So that means you don't go outside. And I just seen a live where he was walking outside. You got anxieties, you wouldn't be able to go outside either. Man full of shit.
He definitely is. Andrew is a character. I watched just a little bit of his live just to see what, was going on.
If there's something tangible.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't never nothing tangible. Just him talking about video games and this and that. I thought, honey, you need to go find something to do. Because you just wasting time sitting up there wasting the Wi-Fi. We could be using the Wi-Fi for something else.
Exactly.
It's just interesting, though. Looking at all the stuff posted on the page and people going back and forth bickering, and this woman was dying and now gone, allegedly. No obituary mentioned that I know of. I can stand corrected. It's just sad to me.
It really is.
Just really, really sad.
And, the younger child and with kids, period,
mm-hmm.
with all of this mess going on, they're not able to breathe.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at Hagen's comment. He can get in a U-Haul truck with 18 other people. Exactly. I forgot about that. That's true. He got in a truck with 18 people. So what anxieties do you have being closed up with somebody like on a job?
A U-Haul?
Because a U-Haul truck, you way closer to a person in a U-Haul truck than being, let's say, working at Piggly Wiggly.
Exactly.
Or the 7-Eleven.
With 18 other people, he would have had to have been in the back of it because only 2 can ride up front.
Well, I guess it's different. These are people I know, so they're not strangers. I can be crowded up with people I know. Damn. Hit the link if you want to join this live stream and give your opinion pertaining to the obituary that we haven't seen. Who has the girl child belonging to Allie? And what's the truth about Boy H being in the state's care? Hit the link. Brooke says he's a compulsive liar. Well, I think we about figured that out. Go ahead, Latrice. What were you saying, sweetie?
Excuse me. I was saying, if he's talking about his anxiety, he wouldn't have been able to stand to be closed up back there without any windows, without being.
Don't make me spit my drink out, girl. Wait a minute. Okay, so let's think about that for just a second. What type of car hauled the U-Haul? I'm confused. Was it a U-Haul truck where 3 people could sit in the front seat of the truck, and then we rode in the back and sat on furniture or on the ground of the U-Haul? What are we saying? And then things didn't work out, so we went back. Okay. Kathy, what are you talking about? We don't even know you from a can of paint. Don't come in this chat with that nonsense. Nobody said nothing about other people that live in Kingsport. We're talking about the image they have portrayed of people living in Tennessee. Nobody said anything about people in Kingsport. Golly, come in, Missy. Kathy, let me tell you something. If you can't understand English, that's your problem. Nobody is saying anything about anybody living in Kingsport. We're talking about these people here. We're not talking about you. We don't even know you. And obviously you feel some type of way because maybe you do live like them. How about that? Nobody said anything about all people in Kingsport live a certain way. Nobody said anything like that. That's not even the topic of the damn discussion.
Right. We're discussing a certain set.
We're talking about these people and this lives of this woman and her children. What's going on with her has nothing to do with anybody else in Kingsport. Oh, I guess you're talking about the comment I made about the other people they hung with. That's still not everybody in Kingsport. I said, imagine all the people that they have hung around that are similar to them. So if you're not similar to them, then what's the problem?
Is that because that doesn't include Kathy?
Because she probably like them. That's what the fucking problem is. That's all that's about. I've got two college educated boys. Yeah. And do you got all your teeth in your mouth? Since you want to come in this live stream being ignorant. This is what happens with people when they come in on a live stream 1 hour into it. They don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Just ignorant as hell. I live in Kingsport and I'm not like that. And everybody stop judging people. Well, stay off of social media. We won't judge you. How about that? Tell your friends in Hickville. Stay off. How about that? Hold on a minute, you guys. Something ain't plugged up. Oh, God. Don't tell me this. Great. Me and this computer. This happens every time I go live. Everything is not plugged up. I don't know why. Hold on. This is strange. Sorry I'm making all this noise. I thought this computer was plugged up, girl. Look at that. So you sit there talking about these damn hillbillies. I was just that computer telling me how much time I had left. I'm like, wait a minute. They were talking about them damn hillbillies, your damn lies about to go down. Crazy. Just crazy. So what do you think is going to happen to that little girl? I feel sorry for her. I really do.
I really do.
Yeah, I feel sorry for her. I don't know her. I don't know what her mindset is like. But I honestly can say I do feel sorry for her. I don't know much about True to say anything, negative about her. A lot of people got, looped her into that with that Boy H mess. But the younger child, I most definitely feel sorry for.
Because she wasn't even with them that day.
Yeah, and then too, she doesn't know no more than what's told to her. She's reared a certain way, like I said, you learn by example. So, because I can honestly say when I was watching that live stream earlier with Allie and Andrew on this certain person's network, I told myself, this is the very reason why these kids are wayward. You're sitting here on a live stream talking about Summer Wells and the parents and all this old nonsense. And the little girl is saying, I like Summer and we used to play together. And blah, blah, blah. I thought she shouldn't even be in the room while you're talking about this. And then the lady's asking her questions about Summer and this and that. And I just thought, man, you people just don't get it.
Right.
This is the reason why the kids are too damn grown.
Right, because she shouldn't have even been a part of that. Grown folks.
Right. And then one lady on the panel arguing about arguing with Ernie Shell and this and that. And I thought, see, that's the very reason why the child shouldn't even been in the room listening to grown folks' conversation. But that's the whole point. You can't tell somebody what to do with their children.
Right.
It's just, oh, Lord have mercy. What do you think is going to happen with our little boy H? Our big boy H, rather.
According to him, he's a grown
Yeah,
man.
he grown, man. I'm a grown kid when he said, I just was like, okay. Yes, sir. Huh?
And when he said, I'm a grown kid, I said,
yeah, I thought, okay, baby.
Oh, kid.
Yeah. It's sad, really.
Yeah.
And I pray that his girlfriend isn't pregnant, to tell you the truth.
Exactly.
Because neither one of them need children. Because the mother is stupid as all get out. She's a dodo bird. That damn one. Nala birds. You and your numerous Facebook accounts. She's all over the place.
Oh my. H.
Red skin lover. Nala birds. It's like, man, lady, this is your problem right here. You sit up here with all these Facebook profiles. The very reason why you don't need no damn kids. Then she got all that stupid shit on her page about forensic this and that. Well, if you work for the police department, I train tigers. I train tigers for a living. Call me Tiger Queen.
All those certain pages, different Facebook pages.
Because you don't got nothing you don't have anything to do. That's what's wrong with these young people. These 37-year-old women, 40-year-old people, they still have the mindset of a 20-year-old. They're on Facebook. They do all that talking fast and talking crazy, and that's why she's sitting here talking. She let me tell you what she's been doing. She's been looking at Allie's page, going up and down the damn page, deciding who she want to respond to, and all she keeps saying is, "Don't mention a minor's name out here. Don't mention a minor's name." Well, the minor didn't mind getting on YouTube. You can't get no louder than YouTube, but besides the damn local news.
Right.
Jesus Christ, what planet are you from? Don't say a minor's name on YouTube. Don't say a minor's name on Facebook. Yeah, he's on 2 platforms on YouTube talking about Summer Wells, and then putting the cash app and telling people that he needed help. And then they go over to Front Street and do another live with that Chris girl. And then next thing you know, the girl that's on that live stream, she's on Andrew's channel talking bad about H. I was just like, what kind of Ringham Barnum Bailey shit is this?
Right.
Just sad. Hit the link. I got the link in the chat, everybody. 113 viewing. You want to give your opinion pertaining to the 3 topics at hand? Feel free. This is not a topic about Miss Wells in Rogersville, so I'm just letting you know. I will not be discussing anything about the baby. But if you have something to say about Boy H's care, who is he living with? Is he in the state's care? Did Allie have to pay child support to the state? Why was he living around different people, in different people's houses? As I said, Tennessee law says she has to pay child support to the state if her child is in the state's care. Where is the little girl? Who is she staying with? Why is he living with this girlfriend's mama and all her damn children? And how are you setting a good role model, whether he's in the state's care or not, and he's sleeping with your daughter? So let's ask that question. Where is H sleeping, ma'am, in your house? I'm going to ask that. Where is he sleeping in your house? In the furnace room or the laundry room? I'll wait. Since you telling everybody what to say on Allie's Facebook page. Well, Allie can't speak. Last I checked. So what is your malfunction? What type of human are you to allow a boy to step in your house knowing he is screwing your daughter? And then that little girl steady saying to her, love you, love you. See, she don't know any better, the child.
She doesn't.
She don't know anything. Just some old heathens. But not a bird. She needs her tail whooped.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, nasty. Oh, I almost said something vile. Oh, my God, help me, Jesus. Girl almost called her a nasty name. I had to catch myself. The basement, perhaps. Well, we should ask that. Where does she live? Nala Burns, where do you stay? You and all these damn aliases on Facebook.
Right. Does she live in Kingsport?
I guess she do. She got age. Probably a trailer with 3 wheels.
Oh.
That heifer probably got a trailer with 3 wheels.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, Donna.
That's a rocky trailer.
Honey, it's got cylinder blocks. they done bought some from Scott Peterson old house.
Oh my goodness.
4 or 5 kids. Just think about that for a second, though. 4 or 5 children. And you're going to bring this boy into your house knowing he dates your daughter and knowing they having sex. I don't believe in no mess like that. I don't care what other people do. I'm not going to do it. You're not getting ready to bring no girl up in my house. And you think she going to live in my house and come and go and don't work, don't do nothing. I'm not, with a grown son, you're not going to have a girl in my house staying, whether you're a teenager, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, you ain't staying up in my house because they can't be but one queen up in mine.
Exactly.
Now, everybody navigate differently, but we have learned about certain households that bumping heads of 2 women's, 2 men, it just don't work sometimes. And then we're talking about minors. We're not talking about grown folks living in grown folks' houses.
And how old is?
Yeah, how old is the daughter? I don't know. She's a pretty girl. You know, like I tell people, I'm not no hater. She's a pretty girl. But beside that, her mammy is ignorant. And I sure like to pay her a visit and talk, holler at her. Ask this hooker, what is her problem? Y'all bringing them on nasty ass ways down here from New York. That's why I know it's something about that Gloversville, New York. It's something about that place. A matter of fact, that might be my next live. We'll make a rap song about it. What it is, Gloversville. You know what I'm saying? What it is, Gloversville.
Yeah.
Because y'all down with some old nasty old stuff up there in New York. I guess you're up there so close to the damn, what you call it? Shit. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Some kind of glacier. Your brain then froze.
Oh.
We too close to the equator and you too close to the glaciers where your brain then froze. You ain't got no damn common sense.
And I've never heard of that.
What?
It sounds like Gloversville, New York.
Girl, it's a rinky-dink ass place in between here and there.
It sounds like
Where's it?
Rural area.
It ain't in the Bronx. Guess what? It ain't in the Bronx. It ain't in Queens. And then it sure ain't in Manhattan.
And they don't even sound like New York.
Got 20 folks in one stoplight. You can go to the bus. Hey, I bet you go to the bus station. You can get Italian beef, a chicken sandwich, pay your phone bill, pay your wife. It's that one-stop store where you pay all your bills in one place and catch a damn Greyhound. Shut up, Amy. Shut your mouth.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, somebody said he said everything in his wife's name. Well, we already know that because he don't work. He don't do nothing. Ain't nothing can be in his name. He could get some of his name starting out. Maybe if he had good credit, but in the end, she'd be the one paying the bill because she don't the one at work. I bet he'd be doing all kind of crazy stuff. Probably be walking around wearing her panties.
Yeah, because then you said he was bisexual.
Private dancer.
Oh my
I'm your private dancer. Dancer for money. Woo, shut your mouth. Resurrect Tina. Say, I can't stand the rain.
He had to
It's
wheel it
my window. Shit. You see, you know the thing about YouTube, it's treacherous because Kevin Hart, he crying. He want Tasha K to quit talking about him. Something Tasha K to put him out of death. Tasha K getting it bad. Everybody keeps doing Tasha K. But my thing is this with these people. If you stayed out of the media doing stuff, they wouldn't have nothing to talk about. Now, I understand people can come to the YouTuber or social media and say, he did this, she did this on their own. You understand what I'm saying? With an allegation against you.
Right.
But Kevin Hart was a dirty MF anyway. When we go back in the book of life,
he was.
When you married, had a whole wife, didn't want her. So it's probably payback. Shit. Yeah, you came up, now you don't want her.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
It's his girlfriend now, the same girl he was dating when Summer went missing. He said he calls his girl's mom red back then. I don't know, Julie. Listen, Unicorn, he needs to get off his behind and work. Unicorns are like an older person. Don't come in here begging for no eggs and grits. you need to get you a job. Wait a minute. You know them old folks. If there was some stuff I could tell this live that'll make everybody hair stand up, but I'm gonna be quiet because I'm tell all my business. Honey, I knew of an old person. She would tape a foster mother, taping the damn iced tea in the damn container to make sure children weren't drinking the damn iced tea after Sunday dinner.
Oh my goodness.
You understand what I'm saying? Wow. She would put scotch tape on the what you call it, the picture. And she know if you done went in there and then drunk it. And I'm just like, what type of person does this? You getting money for kids.
That's horrible.
I keep telling people you don't know people. Boy, I'm telling you, if I ever become famous, I'm telling it all about people, the crazy stuff I've seen and heard people do. I don't care. Sue me. Because guess what I'm going to do? I ain't getting ready to put your government name in the book.
Right. I'm going to make up the name.
I'm just going to say, let me tell you a story I heard. Let me tell you this story right here. People can sit up and say, oh my gosh, she's talking about me. Oh yeah, I didn't put your government name in there. Don't worry about it.
Right. You got to prove it.
But you know, it just shows you don't know people. And this is what the world is made of right here. The type of foolishness you see on YouTube and true crime stories and news broadcasts. Just a bunch of foolishness. Like, let me tell you this story I saw earlier. This woman had some people calling the police, I guess, or welfare department about a man who they believe is missing because I guess the mother's not talking about him. He hadn't been seen since, I guess, December. So the police then went to the house to talk to the lady. You know, hey, man, people are concerned about your son. They haven't seen your son. So, I don't know what she told the police. Well, long story short, they then went in, found a makeshift wall, and there her son is in there, 42 years of age. Now, you just think about that for just a second.
Oh, wow.
And guess what? Are you ready for this? She's already killed somebody else in her past.
Oh, my.
Got a 30-year sentence back in 93 for murdering her dope dealer. Now, put that on paper. So she obviously has a temper problem. So what happened with the 42-year-old son? One, who was raising your son when you went to penitentiary back in the 90s? Two, why is this grown-ass man living with you? You 60 plus, he's 42. What did he say or do for you to say, I'm going to shoot him? Oh, she shot him to death.
And we still get cashing his check.
Well, they didn't say if he drew Social Security or anything.
Right.
That did run through my mind. But why I thought maybe he didn't draw a check. He could have drew a check. People said he was like a handy guy. He was always working on cards. That's what they said. But that don't mean he couldn't have drew SSI. Something happened in that house.
Exactly, for her to shoot him to death. And then put him behind a wall.
Bernadette, what are you talking about? I spent 1 month there 35 years ago. Couldn't wait to leave. What are you talking about? New York? It's scary. This world is scary. It's a scary world we're in. That's what I've been concerned about. It's just been on my mind. I haven't seen no obituary for her, Allison Harris. I'm wondering who has her girl child, and I'm also wondering if Boy H is actually in the state's care. Those were my questions for this live stream. The link is in the chat if you'd like to come up here and join Miss Latrice and Queen. We don't mind. We don't mind another person jumping on board. You all don't have to keep talking down in there. Hagen, I haven't heard from you. You need to come up here on a live stream. I don't know why everybody acts so shy. Then if you don't drop a link, and I just talk regular, like show the blinds or show myself, somebody will say, where's the link? It's like, where's the link at?
When I drop the link, y'all don't come up.
Well, I don't understand it. Well, people put themselves out here in this public forum, but expect no criticism. Sorry, it don't work like that. That's true, because I have to accept that too. There's going to always be somebody that don't like what you say or disagree with you or say you don't know something. Like some heifer came in the chat the other day talking about, you're boring. And I thought, yeah, and I can block you.
Right.
I ain't got to like it. And little do she know, I was sleepy that night. So how about that? You know, this live is kind of slow rolling because people ain't really, wanting to engage with us. They talking in the chat, but they're not trying to hit the link to say, come on, let's give our opinion. Because I like to hear other people's opinion, not gossip. Because we get enough of that gossip.
Exactly.
I be wanting a receipt to something. Have you noticed? Because I'm sitting around just going to talk about summer, but nobody has a receipt to anything. Have you noticed that?
I have.
When you look back to everything that's happened,
here,
where was a receipt?
There.
Huh?
I said because nobody has came out to say they saw her here or they saw her there. Like, because wasn't she supposed to have stopped by the store, the grocery store, to pick up a few
Yeah, but allegedly the child stayed in the car.
Mm-hmm.
So there you have it. So that's
they
that.
haven't came out with any receipts saying that they saw her or her mother in the store together. There was some.
You didn't take our child, Latrice. Allegedly, the child never got out the car except for the swimming hole. And guess what? That may, what I just thought about something. Damn. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? We weren't supposed to be talking about something.
Right.
But maybe that was intentional. Think about it. But then that don't make no sense because you went and got Boy H. So why not have the little girl out so people can say, oh, yeah, I saw her with that boy and that little girl. If she was using Boy H for bait, you definitely should have had Summer outside with you. That's just saying.
Right.
Barry's supposed to be living with her dad. I don't want to call her name out. So I need a receipt that she's with her dad. Where's the dad? New York. Sweet Jesus.
Right.
So let's ask that question. Has he been in the little girl's life? Does he pay child support? Was he sending for her every summer, every Christmas, Thanksgiving, holidays, buying birthday gifts, video chat? Did he ever come to Tennessee, visit his daughter? And Lord have mercy, who is True's daddy? Shut your mouth. She let you know she like black men too.
Yeah.
She like a white, Mexican, black. God, shut up, Amy. Before I get struck by lightning. Talking about the dead. She didn't discriminate.
No,
I like butter pecan and French vanilla. Sherbet.
Chestnut.
Girl, you're a fool. What kind of ice cream? What kind of ice cream you like? I like sherbet. I like Neapolitan. I like a chocolate. I like a French vanilla. Ooh, and I like a what you got, that old mint chocolate? Shut your mouth, please.
Chocolate mint, whatever.
Ah, say I like it all. I believe when I was watching her on that live stream a year or so ago, she was coughing then. Bless her heart. I just thought, Lord, you too big to be smoking cigarettes, Miss Lady. Smoking is just bad. Oh, and I forgot I got somebody up here smoking. Damn. I be damn. I forgot. No, but seriously, she didn't sound right. Even that live stream. I think maybe she might have been sick, getting sick then. Because I could tell it in her voice, she kept coughing and stuff. See, that's something I wonder too. Did she have any type of like esophageal issues or any heart problems from smoking? I don't know. Yeah. Bernadette, what is you saying? Gloversville, New York. Yeah, Latrice. Latrice, how many cigarettes you smoke a day?
Oh, a pack.
You lying.
I know.
Oh, you lying. How many come in a pack?
20.
Oh! And you done whispered. Girl. I ain't about to ask you what they cost. What you smoke, Newports?
No, I smoke. I smoke Marlboro.
Oh Jesus! Country girl.
Oh, right now they're on sale.
Are you buying about a carton?
No.
Because they like it.
By the carton. If I bought them by the carton, I smoke more.
Oh yeah, because they're there. They're there. They're there.
Yeah. So if I'm bored, I'm sitting here playing Candy Crush, my favorite game. I'm
Girl,
playing and smoking.
Look here. Years ago when I was doing the deliveries, right? I was back up in the woods, and I went to this house to take a bunch of boxes of cigarettes for delivery. Girl, I stood outside that door waiting for the person to open it. When I saw a black woman, the girl almost passed out. I thought, what the hell you doing living back up here with all these damn hillbillies? Wow. Nice house, nice rancher. And I said, ma'am, it's not a lot of black people that live back up in Thuchin. And she said, oh, I know. I moved from Washington State, and I think she had been there maybe a year or so. I said, oh, okay. And I was like, Lord, what brought you out here? And she told me work. And so I was just standing there, girl. It's like I saw Santa Claus. Did you hear what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because you just don't see a lot of black folks back up in the parts where I was. But then I thought about how much money she just spent on the cigarettes. She gave me a $10 tip, and her bill was, I know, $200 plus on some boxes of damn cigarettes. So you know why she did it? Because she said to herself, I ain't gonna keep running to the store buying them, because she was way back up in the woods living.
Exactly.
So she said, I'm gonna cut my drive time down and just go and buy a bunch of cartons. Because I think I took her 3. Wait and see. Because most cartons run about what? Between 30 and up for a carton of cigarettes or more. Yeah, it was probably about 4 boxes, 4 cartons. Because I know it's $200 plus.
Yeah.
Look, Unicorn said, you a trip. Yeah, I tell it like it is. But it was like Santa Claus coming to town. I thought that's what the black woman doing living back up in here. Good. I want to say, good, don't you know no black folks back up in here? You know, I started wondering if she had a white man and she had a white husband. I'm all off topic. I'm all off topic.
She was from Washington.
Washington State.
But when I drove down and I saw the area, I wouldn't have wanted that house.
Say what, honey?
I said when I drove down and saw the area.
What you mean? What area?
She was living.
Oh, you mean when the Christmas done and the people showed it on the live stream?
I'm talking about the lady you took cigarettes to.
Oh, well, I had to do a delivery.
No, I was talking about her.
You mean but she moved to Tennessee? That's just how Tennessee is. You either gonna live in the city limits or you gonna live out where it's rural. She bought a house where it's rural. It's probably cheaper. That's the thing people gotta understand about living in the rural part of the county You live in the county, it's cheaper. That's why people live in the county, because the taxes are cheaper. The only bad thing is when shit jump off like bad weather, you can't get your ass out of there, because she even had a steep driveway, and I thought she ain't coming up out of here once it's snow and ice. Ain't no trucks going back there to shovel no snow. Hey, Cindy. Julie says cigs are between 12 and 15 per pack. Ooh! Oh my goodness. Can you imagine paying $15?
Oh no.
For a pack of cigarettes?
Oh my God.
Girl, plus tax, that's a good bottle of whiskey for Queen. Shut your mouth. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm not would not
Ooh.
for a pack of cigarettes, but
wait a minute, good. That's a lot of toilet paper.
that's a lot of toilet paper. Because that's how much Newports are.
Newport's always been high. I remember years ago, 2000, what was that, 14? I took somebody and bought them some cigarettes. They were $7 a pack then. That was in the going into the winter of 2014. $7. So that's 7 years later. Oh yeah, the Newports ought to be probably about $11.
Yes, they are. And a friend of mine, her mother smoked Benson and Hedges for years.
Look, Kimberly said a carton $123. Get the hell out of here. Can you imagine paying $123 for a carton?
Oh my God.
And that's probably not even the tax. Ooh. You show, but let me tell you something. When we had the recession years ago, 07, 08, right? A man was on TV and he was saying, he says, no matter what's going on right now in the country, the one thing that people are not going to do without, no matter what the price is, that's food, cigarettes, and alcohol. You believe that?
Yeah.
And he's right. The liquor store stayed open during the recession, COVID, whatever. Nobody stopped drinking. Nobody stopped smoking a cigarette. And nobody stopped eating. You got the food wherever somebody was open. You still found cigarettes wherever it was places open. And you still bought liquor and beer. And that's just the way it is. And that's how it's going to be.
And the more you're going to smoke.
That's exactly right. You didn't care if you had a washcloth, a sheets on the bed, you were smoking, you were drinking, and you were eating.
Yeah, eating, drinking.
Because you're not going to do without food. Just like when you're going to Walmart. When I was in Walmart, what was it, yesterday? All them folks at Walmart like they're giving away something free. Buggy's full. Everybody full. I'm in the checkout line where you can run your stuff over that long, I forgot what you call it. It's like when you go through the line with a cashier. You know, you put your stuff up on the roller belt. But it's self-checkout. Hell, most of us buggies was full. It's just interesting. No cashier. Walmart so greedy. Kroger too. You don't even want to pay a cashier. Just somebody to stand there and help you in case something don't ring up right and you say, oh, it's another price, you know, whatever. We live in some weird times. Huh?
They excuse me, opened up all of those
self-checkout.
Self-checkouts.
Yeah.
And some of the stores here, they're closing. They're taking their some of the self-checkouts.
Yeah.
They're taking them down. And the reason why they're taking them down is because they're losing money because people are stealing.
Well, Walmart got all them cameras. It shouldn't be no problem. That's on them.
Exactly.
You got all them cameras to show what the backside of my head look like, and there shouldn't be no problem nobody stealing.
Exactly. But they do.
You know how to say at the grocery store, sorry, get this off of this counter and blah, 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 because you got something too close to the scanner. So then you ought to have cameras.
Exactly. You have scanned something. You have placed something in your bag that has not been scanned.
Yeah, right. And I've seen all that. They call the attendant. We need an attendant, please. And it's just like, okay, ain't nothing else been rung up. What is the problem? You're ringing everything up. They're a trip. Because that scanner is very sensitive.
It's very sensitive.
So what you said, I paid almost $40 for a pack of toilet paper, man. God, how many rolls did you get, Hagen? Oh, Cindy's in Canada. I work in a grocery store in Canada. I remember the toilet paper debacle. Oh, yeah, they were buying it. I remember when I was in Dollar Tree during COVID, and they was telling you how many packs of toilet paper you could get out of the damn Dollar Tree. I said, Lord, we are messed up. We are messed up. But that was a learning experience. The recession and then COVID just showed you that you don't ever know how things can turn out.
Right.
I mean, you don't have no idea what the world is going to be like. You know, you think about the farmers. They are underpaid. They don't get a lot of money. You know, we do complain about, oh my God, these vegetables are so high. But then we have to also think somebody's hand picking that. So he and the workers ain't really making nothing. So he has to charge more because of the type of work they're doing. You know, it's not like processing food, I guess, meat and stuff. It's totally different when you're picking vegetables because you're having to pick that by hand.
Right.
It's very interesting. I can't wait to talk about my migrant. Oh, hey, Hippie. Hippie, you want to join us? Oh, she had 96 rolls of Charmin. And Charmin, you know what? It's soft, but it sifts.
Yeah,
Because it separates. You'll have Charmin in your eyelids.
Yeah, and it's bad for stopping up your commode.
So it is it?
Yes,
Because it's so thick. Because it's thicker. Well, you're not supposed to use so many sheets. Because that's why they tell you that Charmin is thicker. So, but it sifts. That's the only thing I don't like about Charmin. It sifts. It separates. You have like little lint coming off of the roll. That lint be everywhere.
Everywhere.
You can't wipe it on your face. You'll have residue from your face. That's Charmin tissue.
Right.
And that's probably why it sheds, because it's so soft. How the Lord we get from boy H to toilet paper? I be damn. What is it? But let's be truthful now. Seriously. What do you see happening next out of there? Kingsport. I guess might as well go on and say it now. Rogersville too. Do you see a change or more drama? I see drama coming with that baby's. I said I won't talk about summer, but next month's her birthday. I see drama coming with the celebration of her birthday.
I see drama coming also with
okay, Hagen.
Youngest child.
Okay. With what, honey?
With Allie's youngest child.
Okay, now you loud now. Okay. How you get loud that quick?
My AirPods went dead.
Well, that's why you were so low.
Really? I turned it up.
You don't need to wear no headphones and stuff. It mess with the volume.
Oh. Well, I put my
you loud. You real loud now, honey.
Because I kept making noise, background
noise. The echoing. Okay. So tell me what you think is going to be a problem. Say what? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. I can't hear you, baby. Thank you, Pinto.
Okay. I think there's going to be...
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah.
I was making a joke.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a big to-do over who gets custody of Allie's youngest child.
Okay. Well, people in the chat are saying her father she allegedly went to her father. So what I'm trying to figure out is who is the person that you believe that version from? See, that's where the issue's for me. That's
exactly.
what lies
That's
for me.
Allegedly.
Yeah, because everything so far has been allegedly.
Right. So we don't
Babies
know
that
that
don't
for sure.
exist. We don't know about the state's care. We don't know about social workers. We don't know about social workers dropping off food. We don't know who's taking care of whom. We don't even know the state of the apartment. That's the one thing that don't none of you in the chat talk about. You all talk about everything, but what happened to Allie's apartment? What happened to the things in the apartment? That's why I was telling you all when everybody was losing their mind about the Cash App situation. I said, well, maybe they had to, pull stuff out of stores, put some stuff in stores, pay for storage. I was just curious because I ain't heard nothing about it. Because that's
Right.
like something I would tell people. Well, I got to get my mama's stuff out of here. We got to get this stuff. We got to either sell it, donate it. I ain't heard nothing about that woman stuff. I never even heard if somebody was still living in her apartment. I mean, just nothing. It's just strange to me.
Mm. And they've talked about where H was living, but no one ever seemed to,
Say
care
nothing about
about,
True,
well,
True or the
where
baby girl.
is
Right.
True or the
So let's
baby
go
girl?
there.
Where were they
Where was
living?
everybody living while Allie was in the hospital? I find that strange. Nobody ever said where these people were living. So could they have been all staying in that apartment while they were going to court or trying to settle that business? Remember, somebody asked H about that on the panel, and he was saying, "Yeah, Grandma went to court or something about it, about the apartment."
What it was about eviction? She had been evicted.
Well, allegedly she's supposed to be trying to buy a house, and her 5-year plan living there was up or something. I don't know what's the truth, but I just I don't know because I don't know what to believe. I just don't know. Somebody said, wouldn't True need furniture? Well, Hagen, you got to know where she was going to need furniture. You got to know that she applied for an apartment. See, that's what I'm trying to explain to everybody. My understanding, these people are all living together before the woman took ill. So what is the state of the apartment? What did the judge render? 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks, you can still stay. What?
Right.
But then I just thought about that. Why would you be going to court if your 5-year program is up? You would only be fighting to go to court if you're trying to stay there a little longer before you can find a place. See, that's why I say you don't really know what's the truth. Because that's the only time you go to court is if you're trying to fight an eviction or it was non-renewal of a lease. What's the truth?
And do the apartments down there not lease from year to year? I was confused about
Well,
her 5 years were up, but they were saying that she lived in an apartment. I didn't
mm-hmm.
understand that.
Well, I think what it was is while she was living in that place, so much money was going toward her to purchase a house. So obviously, if this is true, if when the 5-year program was up, whatever money she's accumulated in the account, she could take that and then go try to purchase a home. But we already know the demographics right now of trying to find a house and buy a house in Tennessee. It's jacked up.
Right.
Because the houses are so expensive now. Even rent is expensive. And I remember seeing a commentary where she was trying to rent a house in May of last year. She had posted it to Facebook. She said, "Does anybody know anybody got a 3-bedroom house for rent?" And I thought, 3 bedrooms? You got all these people living with you.
You need more than 3 bedrooms.
Because okay, she would have a room. The little girl would have a room. That's 2. And then who's left? True.
Right.
So that means grandmama wasn't living with her and H wasn't living with her.
Mm.
And I still don't understand why the grandmama was living with her. So where the grandmama staying now? Where does everybody go at the end of the night? I've been wondering that, and I haven't heard one damn thing.
Exactly, because was the grandmother when she was living with her that we know of?
I don't know.
Was
I just
she
know somebody
still?
made a comment about some incident where they said it was just her, True, and the boyfriend living in the house.
Mm.
And I guess the little girl. I don't know. I don't know where all these damn folks stay.
Mm. It's just really sad because if that if the baby's
Hang stop it. Everyone sleeping on the blocks, girl.
if
I'm
her
not laughing at you, girl.
if her father hasn't been active in her life at all,
Mm-hmm.
and then he decides, okay, well, yeah, I do want to take custody of her after all these years. How
Mm-hmm.
hard is that gonna be for her? My God.
Mm-hmm. Him too, because if you're not, everybody got their own temperament.
Exactly.
Me talking to you on the phone and keying is not the same as living in your house.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know she had 3 children. I thought it was just boy H and girl child. Yeah,
Yeah, I did
she had an
too.
older daughter, which is true. Then H, and then there's a baby girl under her. Under H. It's just ridiculous.
It is. Don't any of these young people, and then because True is pregnant, right?
Yeah,
Don't any of these young people, they need to be parents right now because they haven't had a good example.
yeah.
So what type of parents are they gonna be?
That's a very good question. Because children need to come into a place where they already got their own room. They've got the room set up, toiletries. They need to
Exactly.
have the parents need to have their heads on straight. The parents need to be self-sufficient. Because the one thing young people don't understand about having kids, you can't just rely on your parents to always be around and be there for you to support
Exactly.
you. You just assuming your mama, daddy, grandmama will always be around. You can't rely on that.
Exactly.
Because what about the people who have kids and they ain't got no grandmama, no mama, no daddy? Ain't nobody bringing diapers over. They got, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna be a babysitter. Because there are a lot of
Right.
young people who've had children, they ain't had no help. That's the reason why they had such a hard time raising and keeping their children. And a lot of
Right.
young people don't realize that. I see a lot of grandparents now, people my age, younger, they 40 taking care of grandkids, got custody. I know one young girl now, she got her kids, her grandkids, because the daughter did something, had an argument or altercation with somebody with a car. And then it was like reckless endangerment. So now she got custody of the grandchildren. I just told myself, shit, this is probably putting a damper on her because she like to be out and go places. Her and a little boyfriend. So now you got to worry about who gonna keep them kids when you ready to go hit the street and run and travel and jump on cruise boats. See, you got to have a plan.
Right. Because now she's got to rearrange her life because to
Exactly. And young
accommodate.
people don't think about that. They just think, well, my mama, she'll keep up. My daddy, my grandmama. But you really shouldn't have that type of attitude because you don't know what your mama, daddy might want to do. Your mama might meet somebody and he might live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they might get the date and then he tell her, hey, I like you. I care about you. I want to move you out here. Now she can't go nowhere because she feel obligated.
Exactly.
I mean, how's that fair
Exactly.
to her?
Exactly. Because I'll tell you what I told my daughter is um she has 4 children. The oldest is getting ready to be 9. So
Okay.
for 6 years she just only had the her oldest child. So
Okay.
now she has 3 more and they're back to back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I what I told her was,
Hey, Angela.
you're gonna have to start living as though I were not here.
That's true. That's all family members because you get addicted to somebody always being around, such
Mhm.
as, for instance, taking your clothes to wash at your mama, daddy, grandmama house. Okay. Using them as a babysitter, letting them
Mhm.
stay over longer than they should be staying. What you gonna do if they get sick, pass away, and ain't nobody there to keep them? Ain't no washing machine dryer to go take your clothes over to their house. Ain't nobody you can call to say you late on the light bill, gas bill, rent.
Can you help me?
Can you help me? Because I've seen some things, and I ain't gonna say it on the live, but there comes a point when you just can't forfeit your own financial risk for no kids.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You want to help your kid? Okay, cool. But when it comes a point to where it's affecting your pocketbook, you getting around to and from work, how's that going to work?
Exactly.
Such as, getting payday loans for things. Now you in a hole.
Helping them out.
Exactly. And you owe somebody money, helping them out.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't give you nothing back.
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't offering you nothing back. Why not? Now, maybe they didn't know where you got the money from, so they ain't thinking no more about it. I don't understand that type of mentality to do no shit like that.
Exactly, because I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But there are people out here who will.
Okay, because let me ask you something right now. Let's say you have a car paid for. Would you take it to the title loan to get your child a car?
No. No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. My car is paid for.
Huh?
I say absolutely not, because that car will be paid for. So
Okay.
now I'm gonna take it and get a title loan on it. So my child could then get her car.
Because they don't have
So
a car.
what about when I can't? So what about when I
You
can't
can't.
make those
Because you
payments to
can't.
that title
Guess
loan?
what? Now you got to go ask the other child to give you a ride to work. Shut up, Queen.
Mm-hmm. That's ridiculous. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't do that.
And then this person, I believe, they was in their feelings about the situation, but then it's like, okay, you mad. Obviously, you don't want to say it. Who you mad at? You can't be mad at nobody but yourself.
But yourself. You cannot be mad at anyone but yourself. Exactly.
I ain't never gonna title no loan on no car unless it's for myself. Because you can get yourself jacked up and can't pay that loan back. What if you get sick in the midst of borrowing the money?
Exactly.
And now you ain't got no way to pay it back. See, people don't think. And then you talking about a couple thousand too? Shit, we ain't talking about no 500. Ain't no $300 or $400.
No, they will come and get that car. Because I had a friend, and her son bought her a car, bought her a nice car, and it's paid for.
Right. Yeah, I heard that too.
He gave her the title to it.
Yeah.
Because he and his wife, were going through some things, and they were thinking about divorcing.
Yeah.
Calling it quits. So he went ahead and gave his mother the title to her car. He signed it over to her.
Okay.
And took it out of his name.
Okay.
Well, honey, last year, she telling me, Kendra, I done something bad. I said, what'd you do? Because that's my first name, Kendra.
Okay.
Latrice is my middle name. So she said, Kendra, I done something bad. I said, what'd you do? She said, I went down to the title Max, and I pawned my title. I said, why did you do that? I said, I know she had broken one of her teeth in the front. And
My God, how?
She's she's older than I am, and she's 73. So last year she was 72.
Okay.
And she said she was just eating something, and she was like, oh, what is that crunchy? And it was her tooth right there in the front.
Oh God.
So I'm thinking, well, maybe did you borrow this money to, get your mouth fixed?
Yeah.
And
Girl,
she
you so
said,
stupid.
no. I said, no. I said, well, what did you do with it? She said, I went shopping.
What you mean? She borrowed money against her car to go shopping?
She borrowed the money and she used the money to go shopping. She just spent it. She just shopped.
Yeah. I know somebody like that. She addicted to damn Ross. Girl, don't get me started on this shit. Because I'm all over 15th Street. Ooh, but
Target,
house hoarded up full of stuff. Can't get in the kitchen with all this junk. And then she the type of person she'll go buy stuff from the store and then throw it in that room and then go back. Throw it in the trunk and then realize, well, I ain't gonna wear that stuff. Then take it right back to Ross, and then Ross deletes the prices of stuff. That's why I tell people, if you go buy something from Ross, you better make sure you damn wear it. Because you try to take it back, even with a receipt, it's less than what you paid for about a couple days later. So she's lost more money by taking the stuff back and only getting a less amount of money than what she paid, and they never wore it and still got the stickers and stuff on them.
Even with the receipt?
Even with the receipt, yeah.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, Ross here is crooked.
Yeah, because that
so imagine doing that every week. You know how many times I watched this person do that?
Wow.
Go buy something we in the store, and then she got me going back with her a week later to take the stuff back.
And then she's not even
getting to trade more stuff. She go back and then get something else in exchange, then take that back, throw it in the car, and then we go right back again another week.
Oh my goodness!
So you just waste that money. Ain't never wearing the stuff.
Well, yeah, that's what she did with it. She went shopping, and she originally $9,000, but she didn't get all of it. So she just got 4,000 of it. So that's the reason why I thought at first,
say it again.
She originally was approved for $9,000, but she didn't get all of it.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. She only got
$9,000.
Girl, she didn't get all of it. She only got 4,000.
Yeah, because you got to pay it all back at the same time, from my understanding, with the title loans.
Yeah.
It's not like getting a loan for a school loan. You paying that in increments. But those title loans or loan against your check, you got to pay the amount that you borrow.
Exactly. But
plus
she went to Title Max. So she had monthly payment. Well, to make a long story short.
She had monthly payments? Oh, I thought maybe she had to pay the whole amount back.
No, she was making monthly payments at Title Max.
Okay, but that don't make no sense, because this person told me she made it seem like she had to pay the whole amount that she borrowed back.
Not from Title Max.
Well, I said, I don't know which one she went to. Well, yeah. I don't know if they're the same. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because in my right mind, I'm just trying to figure out how somebody can just come back up in their pocket with a couple $1,000s. Let's say you borrowed $3,000. I thought you'd have to pay the whole $3,000 back, because the way she was talking, she made it seem like she had the whole amount. Because that's what she said. I got to have the whole amount. That's what she said. So she went to the bank and got a loan.
Oh, wow.
Her bank approved her. That's how she was able to get the car back.
Well, yeah, but like I said, to make a long story short, she got 4,000 at first. She spent that, went shopping, spent that, and then she went back and got the rest of it. So the payments were $900 a month. And she was worried about them coming to get her car. So she filed bankruptcy.
Well, where'd she keep the car? Because they're going to come and get the car. They're going to come and drive by.
They didn't come and get it.
Why would you mess your credit up for something so stupid? This is stupid.
Exactly. And all you did was went shopping and bought more stuff that you're not going to wear because you don't go anywhere.
Man, because you know what? It's your hoarder.
Yeah.
That's how this lady was. Okay, like this, for instance. This is crazy. Same person. A lady at her job asked to borrow some money. Why she got Queen way over in another town going to one of them title loan places to get money to give this person who's borrowing money? Does that make any sense?
Oh my goodness.
Well, I want to help her because she got them kids she trying to take care of. This is what I'm trying to understand. Both of y'all work for the government. Don't know how much she made, don't know how much your salary is. What was it about you that she thought that she could come to you and ask for a loan? You understand what I'm saying? Promising to pay it back. That's what I couldn't understand. What was it about you that made her think, oh, I can go to this lady and ask her for some money? Something about you made her feel comfortable enough to ask you for a couple of $100 for Christmas for her children. So you go to a title loan place, checking the cash, whatever you call it, to go borrow against your own check to give somebody, and then you got to wait for that person to pay you back. You don't do no shit like that.
No.
You either got it or you don't.
Exactly.
But I ain't going to go borrow no money
Just to loan it to you.
to loan it to you and then wait for you to pay it back to me. But I had a friend like that. She was a property manager where I used to live many years ago. She did that for her boss. Now her boss should be making more money than her.
Right.
But she knew she was kind-hearted, obviously, because we all knew she was kind-hearted. So she took advantage of it. She told me, she's doing the same thing. She said, don't you ever tell nobody. I said, why would you do that? I said, your boss should be making more than you. What made her feel like it's okay for her to come to you and ask you for money anyway, period. No matter how you got it. If you pulled it from an orange tree.
Right.
She married, got a husband, and she ain't got no damn money. Always dressed nice, hair coiffed, all that. Her boss. I thought that was messed up.
Yeah, it was.
And then you sitting here going to the damn same thing, checking the loan place to borrow against your check to give your boss money. I told her, I said, you should not do that. I said, the next time you let her know, they ain't no more giving out no more money. Don't ask me for nothing. I don't have no more money.
Exactly.
Because I felt like she only did that because she felt like she was single. She ain't had no kids. That's one thing I could see. Well, she ain't got a lot of bills. She live with her sister. Yeah, she felt like, well, she live with her twin. They live in a nice house on the lake. She ain't really got no lot of bills. Hell, she taking care of them cats, them her children.
Exactly.
You don't know people.
You don't. She knew she was kind-hearted and she took advantage of it.
Yeah, she did. She did. That's just, see, you don't know people.
You don't.
But that's why you have to be careful about telling your business. See, when you start talking and showing people what you're buying, what you're doing, you start telling your finances, what you got, what you ain't got to pay for. That's when people know if they can ask you for some money or not. Think about it. If you play broke every day, why would I ask a broke person for money?
Right.
I'm not. I'm not even going to ask you for $5.
Right.
I know you allegedly ain't got it. But if I think you ain't got a lot of obligations, then yeah, you probably be somebody I would hit up for some money. That's what that's what I'm about. Girl, I was stunned. Because I think she had told me how the boss had marital problems. I think she even said the husband was on drugs, if I wasn't mistaken. I said, oh yeah. Well, I said, well, she gonna be borrowing from you a whole lot.
Yeah, she was.
You guess what? You live and you learn.
Exactly. Because she wouldn't have been borrowing any money from me.
Your boss.
When she makes more money than you.
Yeah, she working in a tower downtown Knoxville in a management company because they manage properties. They manage apartment buildings in Knoxville. That woman you know is making more than you. What would possess you to give her a loan? I never could understand that. I thought, man, you have got to be just something's wrong with you.
Wow. Did she pay her back? No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I wasn't starting. That's why it's best, anybody can get in a pickle and need some money. But when you start talking about a couple $100 on up, you have to know that you may not get the money back.
9 times out of 10, you're not going to get it back.
And some people are good at paying back. They tell you, I can make installments. You know what I'm saying? I can pay you $100 a week or $200 a week or, whatever the amount is that they borrow. But that's why they always tell you don't give out what you can stand to lose. If you know you can't give out $200, you need your $200, then don't give out the $200. Exactly. If you know you're going to need $50, then, don't give out the $50.
Right.
What y'all talking about down in that chat? Talking about Lake District of Devon and Cornwall. Beautiful London is good, but the real beauty is the countryside. Oh, okay. We done went all the way on 15th Street. Well, I'm 2 hours in. What say you, the chat, of this situation with Allie Harris? As I said to the general audience earlier, I have not seen an obituary pertaining to Allison. I do not know if the kids put one into the city newspaper. I'm also wondering who has the girl child. Some of you in the chat are saying that she went to live with her father. Don't know how that's going to work out, if that's true. And what is the truth pertaining to Boy H being in the state's care? I will agree with Latrice. I don't know if I believe that Boy H has been in the state's care because he's been bouncing around allegedly from one friend's house that's no longer alive, Leslie, to this Dollar Birds. And she's very inappropriate to have this boy living in her house, if true, with her child. And she knows that they're dating. And 9 times out of 10, they're having sexual relations. I don't agree with it. And she needs her tail whooped.
She does.
She need her tail whooped. Now let's hypothetical. What if indeed he is in the state's care and he is staying with this lady and she getting money for him staying with her child living there? They just didn't know, of course.
They didn't know.
Can you imagine that? Do I hear a flicker?
Girl, you did.
I'm gonna whoop your tail. But no, I'm just saying, let's just imagine. Yeah. He's in the state's care and he's living with this woman and he is staying in the house with her daughter and they having sex in this house together. And he's in foster care.
And then allegedly she's supposed to be pregnant.
Yeah, you couldn't wait to throw that.
Because let's just say, for instance, what if she is?
Oh God, yeah.
That's 2 more children.
These last $2, I'm not gonna lose. Meet me at the casino. Somebody gonna be at the casino or scratching some scratch offs.
Something.
My God.
All the food stamps that she
listen. Oh, you know her house full.
And she's not selling them.
Because let me tell you something. I don't care what job that heifer got. You got 4 or 5 kids, you still getting food stamps with a regular job.
And you're getting a lot of them too.
You still getting food stamps. You got 4 or 5 children. I don't care if you're making $15, $16 an hour. Ain't no way she ain't getting some type of food stamp.
Exactly, because that's not enough.
May not be a whole lot of food stamps, but it'll probably be a couple hundred.
Right.
Hey, Flying Doves. Hey, baby.
For 4 kids, 5 children.
If the boy's still living in the older boy, because I don't know how he is, but he looked like he was her oldest children. So let's say he's still living with mama and she's still claiming him, God forbid. And then she got Boy H there. Because see, I was wondering if the little girl was living with her too. I thought, oh yeah, this heifer, she getting ready.
Getting ready to rack up.
This heifer got 2. Look, this heifer got 2 freezers and a refrigerator.
Exactly.
You hear me? What? Look, where that other freezer at on the back porch?
On the porch.
You know this ain't no public housing with no back porch, no tail freezer, and no damn deep freezer. Heifer got 2 deep freezers. Look, ghetto style, got them stacked on top of each other, like speakers. Girl, wait a minute. Oh, that's right. You can't open the bottom one. It's one sitting on top.
They're sitting side by side.
Side by side. Girl, why your washing machine and dry? Girl, I need 2 freezers. She probably won't like me like that black bitch. Son of a bitch. But you know, make it make sense.
It's the truth.
You all up on that woman Facebook page, a dead woman page at that, worrying about Boy H. Somebody talking about Boy H. Girl, if you don't sit down somewhere.
Exactly. And check. Another thing that
Hagen soup for a lot of pizza rolls. Shit, I'm dead. Look, she probably ain't cooking for him.
It's a whole lot of junk.
Look, let's keep it for real. You know how long it's gonna take to cook grits, eggs, bacon, sausage, pancakes, all that shit. Like Candace, you eating a hot dog for breakfast.
Noodles and pizza rolls, noodles.
Girl, your pan will catch on fire by the time you done flip 6 eggs, 7, 8 eggs. That pan be hollering like, look, heifer, I've been burning for an hour. I'm tired. Go ahead. Say what you gonna say.
I was going to say another thing that no one has mentioned while she's going back and forth, bickering with, people on Allie's page and in the comments and stuff about H. Stop mentioning his name, H. They haven't mentioned a memorial service because, they don't usually hold them out long.
See, I thought that about True. When you go on her Facebook page, you didn't see nothing about Allie. Why not?
Exactly.
She shared, she
We're
shared, she
having
shared that memory. She shared that memory of her and her mama on Allie page.
yeah, nothing about if anyone wants to
Attend
um
the services, pay your
attend the
respects. Yeah.
memorial service,
Because you know a lot of people knew her because some of the people who were commenting on the page were her friends and associates. So why not tell people where they could come unless they went in her
exactly.
messenger and then she read the messages on Allie's page or her page, then they just told them privately, where they could come.
Yeah,
Still a hot mess.
it definitely is a hot mess. It's sad, just really sad, and I just really feel sorry for the younger child.
Well,
Yeah,
hopefully she'll get in the right hands and they'll do right by her. Now we got to ask ourselves about truth. What's her situation? What's the state of her? She got a place to stay. She got a car. She got a driver license. Does she have a job?
she got a husband, but oh,
Well, if somebody chat said the other day he in jail. Shut your mouth.
oh Lord.
I said, no, he ain't went and got baptized and in jail. Shut your mouth, Amy.
Oh my goodness.
That water wasn't deep enough.
It was.
Wait a minute. Because I saw the baptismal. Hey, he might need to be, he might have been need to be dipped down in the real river.
They had that online. They showed that. I
She
guess
she posted it. She
said you
filmed
was.
it. She filmed it.
Oh. Mm.
Look at my baby.
Getting baptized.
You're all right, Donna. You ain't missing nothing. What's on the Facebook is just as ghetto as what you're seeing on YouTube. You ain't missing a damn thing.
Nothing important.
Mm-mm. Now imagine that she pregnant and the baby daddy in jail. If it's true.
Mm.
And let me tell you something else I was thinking about. H ain't really had no proper rearing, looks like. And it's not to be no disrespect to the dead lady, but he ain't gonna be with that baby. He ain't gonna be with that baby mama long.
He's not.
Uh-uh.
He's not because he's been hopping from house to house to house
Yeah.
to house.
Yeah. He doesn't know his stability.
Exactly.
Because let me tell you what's gonna pop out. Eventually, something gonna pop off in that house with Miss Nala Birds with her goofy ass. And she gonna probably ask him to leave, or he gonna get up and leave his damn self. And I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna go. It's gonna be either about some money, or they find out he messing with another little cutie black girl. Because you know that old saying about once you go black, you don't go back. So he get him a full bred black girl. He'll be out here like he on crack cocaine. Shut your mouth, Amy.
Oh.
Shut your mouth, Amy. Oh, I said it. Leave that little girl right over there with her mammy. And she be out here trying to find him. You got to get your mom and ride you around in a car because she don't want with a damn car. And I found that strange. Allie didn't have no damn car. Why not?
Wow.
See, that's why I kept trying to tell people back years ago, y'all don't pay attention to stuff. And somebody just said, the one with the car rules to my Candace. I said, well, her and Candace ain't friends. So Candy wasn't ruling shit if they ain't friends.
Exactly. But
because she told
Walmart.
But listen, the girl, well, you could get a ride or pay for the public transportation. They probably got some type of little bus service to take you to work. But what I'm saying is, you got children. So what you got to ask yourself, you moved down here from New York, you ain't never got no car. Girl, Donna, please. You know damn well Allie wasn't walking nowhere. Now stop that bullshit.
Oh, no.
Okay. Imagine living in a house with a mother that don't got no car. What kind of life can that be? That's why he said what he said to Chris Madonna. See, I read through everything. I was bored anyway. Hello?
You
You
Yeah,
got to
because
ask how
she
he
didn't
got
have a
to the
car.
girlfriend later
So
that
she
day. Her mother probably came and picked her up if it's the same girlfriend. See, you have to listen.
hmm Yeah, she didn't have a car. So yeah, he was bored because I mean, without his mom having a car, she couldn't take him out to, to any activities,
Yeah, function. You want to go to the picture show? Mama want to
functions.
go to the movies. How you gonna get there? Mama, we
Exactly.
want to go to the zoo. We want to go to the festival, fun festival. Just like she had said on that live stream, talking to that crazy ass YouTuber. Yeah, that fun festival, it happened every year in July. I ain't been able maybe once or twice. You ain't trying to worry about going because you ain't got no way to take yourself or take your kids. Even if you got the money, you still got to have a way to get there.
Exactly.
So think about that for a minute. What kind of life can you have with your children? You ain't
Without
got no
a car.
damn car. This is not New York. This is not the Bronx. This is not Chicago, where you ride public transportation every damn where.
Exactly.
You walk to the picture show or you catch the bus to the picture show. You talking about Kingsport, Tennessee, where it's hilly and ain't no sidewalks everywhere. And that's what people don't understand about this region. We don't have a lot of sidewalks everywhere. So you have to have a car for certain activities.
Right. Ugh.
So I could imagine living in a house with my mother or father and they can't take me nowhere. I want to go to the movies. I want to go over here to the community center to do something. I want to go to school. It's a school dance. Well, how you going to go? Now you got to get a ride with a friend. So imagine
Exactly.
that's probably what her children have dealt with ever since she been down here. They got to ride with their school friends and associates and neighborhood people to go to the grocery store. How about that? How she get groceries? See, I tell people, you don't pay attention to the bigger picture. Things like this is what grows resentment.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that might be why the little girl was running away. True. Why he was getting into trouble. She may have appeared to be a nice lady, tried to do this and this, but to me, she didn't make the effort to even buy a car. How are you working every day and you won't even save money for an automobile? And then, too, she's a big
Exactly.
girl, so she needed at least a van or a truck
Exactly.
with three
Working every
kids.
day, getting your income tax every year. What was you doing with the
Now,
money
you
for
know
that?
what? Now, you got that right
You could have bought a car with your
with
income
your
tax.
income
What was
tax.
you
If
doing
you
with
didn't get,
that?
look, if you couldn't buy nothing else.
Exactly.
Oh, we getting a car because I ain't gonna have my kids sitting up here. We can't get to the store, the doctor. How about that? Somebody fall, hurt themselves. Now, how you gonna get to the hospital to visit your kid? Even if you call the ambulance, you still need to be able to go to the hospital to see about your children. That's why I kept telling everybody, y'all be focusing on stuff that's irrelevant. Focus
Mm,
on what is obvious. Something is not right. This lady was complacent because at some point a woman should want a car, whether she have kids or not. A man should want a car, whether he has kids or not.
exactly. So
Who
you
want to
can
just
get
keep
up and
calling people for
move.
a ride? That shit get old asking people for a damn ride.
Exactly. Even if you do have money to pay them for gas,
It's still, yeah, because you might want to get in and
still
out.
gets
You want to
old.
just be waiting. Excuse me. It's a terrible thing when you don't have no car and you're used to driving. Now you gotta wait for the transit system to come get you, or you gotta sit at the bus stop, or you gotta wait for Pookie to put their clothes on and get out of bed. Now imagine she's probably done this for years. She done moved down here and they ain't never had no car. So then we gotta ask her, has she ever had a car since she been living in Tennessee, living in Kingsport? Does she have a legal driver license or she just got ID?
Right.
She came here for a better life, allegedly, what she told what somebody said about her, what Amber said on the live stream. Amber
Oh,
said she's the reason that she's here. It's because of her. Amber
oh.
was here first.
Mm. But that's
Those
deep.
kids, those kids, they couldn't have had no good life living over there, wherever they live. And then in that search for her name and all that stuff that came up today, she done lived several places since she been here in Kingsport. She got a P.O. box in her name. And a lot of the addresses run concurrent with another address, which is strange.
Mm.
Now, it don't mean that all that information is accurate, but just saying she's got several addresses that come up in the search. I didn't even have to search
Mhm.
her. I just put her name in and all this other stuff just popped up.
Yeah. Mm. That's just really sad. They just had a really hard life, and with nothing to do, like
You
like
want
the
me bored?
old people say, I don't mind is
I
the
don't
devil's
mind.
workshop.
And think about her. She's a heavyset lady. Obviously, she ate a lot, sat around, unless she had a, messed up metabolism or something. So
Drinking
she
all
was doing
that
that,
Mountain Dew.
sitting on the porch, smoking, drinking, talking to her friends. She only getting around when somebody give her a ride. Grandma ain't got no car. She ain't got no car. So what you want me not believe? Sherry ain't got no car either. Ain't nobody got a fucking car. Come on now. You only get around when somebody close to you say, "Come on, let's go," or "Hey, I need a ride today. I got to go to the grocery store. I got to go to the DHS office. I got to go turn these papers in. I got to go to the bank." Who the hell want to live like that? So how did she get to work? When she was working at Walmart, let's say.
Mm. That's just awful because I couldn't live like that. My car was in the shop for three
Yes,
weeks and I was just
True's
about to
older.
die.
Yeah, True's older than H. Yes, as my mom used to say, "Ain't got no get about yourself." Old time talk. Get
Yeah,
about.
but it's the truth. It reigns true, and it definitely reigned true for her because that's all she did was eat and drank that sweet ass Mountain Dew
Girl, you so crazy, Lord.
and straight out of the bottle because they wasn't drinking it out of cups.
But it's just sad because I had told myself that when I first saw the interview with Madonna. I said all these people crowded up in the house, I bet, and ain't nobody driving, got no car. I said, what kind of life can this be for everybody involved when there's no transportation to go nowhere? You can't even get up and just go to the Piggly Wiggly and get a damn slushy.
Exactly.
You got to call somebody. Hey, I want a slushy. Hey, I need to go to the grocery store. Hey, I got to go pay bills. See, luckily now you can do everything online. You can pay everything with your debit card. But there were years before people paid bills by their check, cash their check, went to the bank cash or the checking cash place. Her
And
life
then
had to
she
be jacked up.
smoked. Who was going to the store for her getting cigarettes? How was she getting a ride? So see, she was worrying because
She was getting a
people
ride
get
from the people in the community. She
people
probably
get
had
tired of you
who she
asking them.
and then she a big girl. Imagine somebody that big crawling into a Toyota Tercel.
Who tearing it up?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because a lot of weight. I remember one time I put somebody heavier than Queen in my old hoopty. I promise you, when they got out, that damn Bonneville was
You
not.
felt it rise up. They
That damn.
had that
This was,
car like
look,
a low
I
ride.
drove an old car. That Bonneville was pure metal. When that damn big gun got up out of there, that damn Bonneville started knocking.
Ooh.
I said, Lord, it heifer to tow my good car up. Yeah, that mess your shocks up and all that when you're real heavy getting in a
Yeah,
car.
it
You up there
does.
500 pounds, that's a lot of weight. I don't care if it's an older car, a car that's
It's
pure
still
metal.
a
Look at
lot of
Donna.
weight.
Y'all so silly.
It's still a lot of weight. You got
Donna said, I was
more
just
weight
going
in the
to
back.
ask how she got to Walmart to her job. She probably took public transportation. They, a lot of these small counties got like a little public bus van that pick you up, take you to work, take you to the doctor. She probably used Kingsport, probably got a little transit system that you pay $2, $3 to ride on. But shit, that's just going to get old at some point. What about your children when they want to go somewhere? Mama, let's go to the movies. A new movie out. Mama, let's go. Okay, well, let me find somebody that can drop us off.
Right.
That's going to get old. But it's what you get used to. So you think about it. She came from a place where she probably didn't drive and got used to riding public transportation. So when she got to Kingsport, it didn't even matter about not having no car because most people that live up north and east, they don't drive. A lot of people still living in the city and don't have no car. They used to public transportation. But I don't care. If I was to move back to Chicago right now, you think I'm moving up there without a damn car?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if I rode public transportation, just drove that car at night. I'm gonna have a car in my damn name.
Exactly.
I'm not riding no damn bus and no train every day.
No, having to get
That's that.
up, catch it, wait for it. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's okay if I work. I work and I could get off close to my job by riding a train or bus. Yeah, I do it during the day, and then I drive my car at night when I want to go somewhere.
Right. But just not have a car at all? Oh no.
Yeah, but my mother lived like that in the city. She never drove, and she was content like that. She sure was. She was content. That's why I said it's what you get used to. And you got
Exactly.
people right now that live in New York, Chicago, Philadelphia. They ain't never had a car and they ain't getting ready to buy one. And they 50, 60 years old. And they ain't thinking about buying no damn car. You know what they doing? They just eating out, shopping, letting somebody else pick them up, take them to the club, functions. Ain't nothing like being able to get in your car. I don't care what nobody say.
Exactly.
But go where you want to go. One
And
day you might
leave
want to
when
go to
I'm ready
Target.
to leave.
Yeah, you know, something on sale at Target, Walmart, and you
Okay.
say, well, I want to go look at it for myself. Well, now you got to call somebody to ride the bus over there. Go to wait a whole hour to get somewhere just look at a damn coffee maker. See, that's why I had a problem. Riding public transportation just to go get something simple. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or you just want to look
Exactly.
and see, well, let's see, they got comforters on sale. Let me go in here and look. And I got to ride the bus way out in the middle of no man's land.
Exactly.
But that's what she got used to. And that's why I say those kids were probably resentful because they couldn't get out like normal kids. They probably going to school naturally with kids that's wearing nice clothes, kids wearing
Mm-hmm.
name brand clothes. See, people ain't really thinking about what it's like to be a kid again. So
Exactly.
scratch Summer Wells and all that bullshit in Rotterdam. Just imagine these kids, Wells kids too, going to school, kids driving nice cars to school, kids wearing Tommy Hilfiger, nice name brand clothes, Fitbit watches, Jordans, and then you coming home to a house where ain't nothing new, furniture ain't new, bed ain't new, dress ain't new, clothes ain't new. See where I'm going?
Mm-hmm.
Mama
Mm-hmm.
can barely move around. Mama ain't
And
got no car.
kids are very cruel. So
Yeah,
that could have played a role in the
I
reason
think
why
I
he
think it
didn't want to
would.
go to school.
Yeah, exactly. Because, see, it's easy to talk all that gangbang talk and all that. But the point is, when children go to school, they're looking at other children. They're looking at their hair, their complexion, what they got on. And the kids start seeing stuff that look like something they done seen on TV, the mall. What they're thinking to themselves is, well, why I ain't got that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, why I
Exactly.
ain't got no Jordans on? Why I ain't got no whatever the brand shoe is the kids wear, Vans or whatever. Why I ain't got the nice coat, nice. Everybody's done it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Girls have done it. Why my hair don't look like her hair? Straight won't curly, curly won't straight. Red want to be blonde, blonde want to be red. Brunette want to be blonde. Short hair won't long hair. See what I'm saying?
Mm,
Skinny,
exactly.
skinny girl wants some weight on her. Big girl want to be little. Then you go to people's houses. You see how they live. They got nice furniture.
Mm-hmm.
Mama got
Exactly.
full cupboard full of food, this and that. You eating stuff you ain't never even heard of before.
Kids pay attention to all of that.
Exactly. They got mama. They got all kind of good food at their house. They got sweet tea. They got Coca Cola. They got sun kissed drink. We ain't got number Kool Aid. And then kids start. That's when kids start talking back to their parents too. Like, well, why you ain't got
Mm-hmm.
this? Why we ain't got this? Why our furniture? Oh, why the furniture laying down on the ground?
Right. Why we don't have beds?
Shut your mouth.
Ugh.
Exactly. Donna said so when she was partying with Candace, did Candace always pick her up and they partied at the Ben Hill mansion? Probably. They probably partied wherever the car stopped. And that probably was an album for her because she didn't drive.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I
Candace,
wonder if she even
Candace
knew how to
called.
drive.
Candace called. Oh, come on. I'm on my way. You want to get out? Yeah, come on. Let's
Yeah.
ride around.
Yeah, you know she wanted to get out.
Lord have mercy. Then you talking about her dating or married to somebody. How did that work out? So yeah, think about all that stuff. What did the man? What was her dating life like? Did the men ever live with her and her children? Did they get along with the boyfriends over the years? How many men did she ever have in her house, coming and going, living?
Right.
Because see, what I'm curious about when she said she didn't want Jose coming in there because she had her grandmama and her kids there, which was the respectful thing to do. Okay, but what about when Jose wasn't around? What about the average Joe that lived around and you liked him? Where were y'all dating and courting?
Exactly.
Oh,
And
somebody
that's
said
what
they
he
True and
knows.
the hubby trying to take the lease over. Well, that'd be up to the landlord. Maybe the landlord will let her take it over. They were living there anyway, so I wouldn't see no harm in letting the girl take over the lease. Why not? Because she's an
Right.
adult. She's not a kid. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you, you lead by example. If them kids ain't learned nothing about how to carry themselves and navigate in the world, they gonna end up just like Allie.
Mm-hmm.
But they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna be wrapped up in more drama, like all that shit that jumped off in Rogersville. They'll be right back in the same type of situation. You'll be hearing something else just as crazy. And that's what I think will be sad.
Mm-hmm. Real
Somebody
sad.
getting a life of crime. What'd you say, honey?
Real. I said, yeah, real sad.
Yeah, it would be real
That's
sad.
all I'm thinking about. What's gonna become of those. What's gonna become of the kids?
Oh yeah, right. Friendly farmhouse. Then they start stealing to get it. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that might have been happening with him if he stole Allie money. He might have stole money to get up on something, to get him some work. Because most white boys like to sell weed in
Yeah.
these parts. Yeah, he might have went and stole her money to re-up on something, to get some dope. I ain't trying to be funny, but if that's the life he trying to live, being in the street, like he said, I don't use no cash app to hustle nobody. I don't do no make no money by no phone. So he was telling on himself then.
Yeah.
If you believe him.
Yeah, because he was talking cash money. Because
Well,
he
he
had
might be
money.
hustling. He might be
Yeah,
hustling.
that's what he sounded like.
Uh-huh. So he might have stole the money if it's true to re-up to get him some work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's what's so sad if he doing that, selling drugs. That ain't no way to start your life out, baby. You need to go to school, get an education, get a trade. You already up there. They got that plant up there in Kingsport or the Eastman plant, whatever. They pay good money. Well, that's what he need to do is go get his ass a job over there and make him some money starting out 18, 20 some dollars a damn hour or more.
Exactly.
I would even we
Because he's getting
no
ready
time
to
that
turn
bullshit.
he's getting ready to turn 18 years old. I think seemed like he said, I don't remember when he said his birthday was,
It's coming
but
up.
he said his birthday was coming up. He would be
Mm-hmm.
18.
Yeah. So
So
18 your ass right on over to that plant and
is that
get you a job. Everybody know about that plant. Go over there and get you a job. You don't want to do that, then go to school, take a trade, plumbing, electrical, whatever. Or go to community college. Get your grades up, then transfer to a regular university. You can go over there to East Tennessee State. Ain't no excuse.
it's not.
Ain't no excuse. Donna said, I feel H will do something not good and run to Gloversville to hide out. Well, that ain't gonna work out either. He's all about the thug life like his daddy tries to be. Right. Try. Yeah. I ain't seen no thugs drinking out of no Mountain Dew bottle, quite frankly.
No.
They drinking, look, they drinking Hennessy and Douce, whatever they call it. that dark liquor. They drinking out of
Yeah,
Douce and Hennessy bottles.
exactly.
They ain't sitting behind no computer drinking no damn Mountain Dew
No.
with all the damn teeth rotting out. Girl, I was looking at my neighbor yesterday and she opened her mouth. I don't know how old she is. She got a few gray strands. I know she's younger than me probably, but she opened her damn mouth and I saw her front teeth and I said, "Look at Matilda. Where the hell your damn teeth done went? Why is your teeth rotten like that, young woman? She can't be no more than 40, if that."
Oh my.
And got that damn chihuahua, whatever the hell she got, talking to her because they said she's schizophrenic. I don't know what the hell her problem is, but she just be going on and on. And I just heard the dude screaming just now over there. So I don't know what the hell going on with them. I believe he's sick and he died. He got cancer.
Oh my.
And she
Really?
told me he been spitting up blood and stuff. And I told myself, well, he need to get the hell away from you because your ass crazy. You allowed to beat the damn man to death in his damn sleep. You get to hearing voices and shit. But anyway, her teeth, I mean, they are rotten. Do you hear me?
Oh.
They
Yeah.
are rotten. They on their way out because they thin
Yeah.
and they black.
Oh.
And I thought, how could your teeth be like this so young? And then he laying up with her. So I'm looking at him like, why? Ain't no way I'm going to kiss nobody in the mouth and they damn
And
teeth
my
right.
teeth look like that.
Girl, you ain't getting ready to mess with my damn good gums.
And nothing else.
Oh, you know what? Okay, Clarice. Girl, you stupid. I can't fool with you. I can't fool with you. You're a damn fool. But I'm just saying. I mean, her whole grill is, they are ready to fall out her teeth.
Oh my goodness.
And she was just talking to Malamine. And I thought, baby, you need to close your mouth.
Oh,
I mean, if somebody right now was to come over and just bump her in her mouth, all her teeth would fall out.
oh my goodness.
Girl, it was horrible looking. And I told myself, see, this is what's going on right here in these rural parts. These young folks, that's a sign of not getting adequate care growing up and or drugs.
Exactly.
Because that's usually the sign of meth is rotten teeth or poor hygiene.
Exactly.
Lord have mercy. Sometimes if she on certain medications like mental health, it causes bad teeth. Okay, well, I thought about that too, Donna. Because maybe that's what happened with that damn Gypsy Rose. Because they said something about her medicine she was taking made her teeth fall out.
I bet they did all that stuff her mama was doing to her and making her.
Oh yeah, because
sick.
probably her mama was probably giving her stuff too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I would been talking to a doctor. First time I started seeing my teeth thin out, I went to the doctor and said, hey, I think there's something going on with my teeth. I'm not going to sit here and let all the fucking teeth turn black. Your teeth is not going to turn black overnight. So at some point, you're seeing signs that they're decaying and they're going to start getting thin. You need to talk to your doctor.
Exactly. It started at the gum line. You saw your gums.
That's what I'm saying. See, but who's to say that she ever flossed? You got to teach your kids to floss. Because a lot of us grew up not knowing the floss. If your mama didn't tell you to floss, that's what starts your teeth falling out. Because the gums, that plaque builds up, and that's what caused the erosion of the gum, and then the teeth become loose, and they rot out.
Right. Oof.
Oh, Hippie said, it's not funny, but Queen, you do crack me up sometimes. Yeah, I know. That's why I had to work on that. Because I ain't going to talk about serious situations. But these stories here is just a prime example of what is in the world. That's why I kept trying to tell people in the last live stream. We could talk about these people in Rogersville, Kingsport, New York all day. But the sad part of the story, besides these people we're talking about, is that there are other people who live just like them. And
Just
you know this just from the stories you see on the news of all type of crazy nonsense. Because when I was going in the Google search and I was looking up some stuff about Allie and all this stuff from Reddit and stuff was coming up, and this girl was writing on some post, and she was saying, you know, this Summer Wells story sounds similar to this other little girl where the grandmama and the man was involved as well with the little girl missing. She said it sounds eerily similar. And she said that 9 times out of 10, this woman's talking about Candace. She said she probably killed that little girl. She said, because in that case, they end up knocking the little girl off. Because that's the stats. That most children are murdered by their parents. They're not murdered by random strangers.
It's the parents.
It's the parent. You think the statistic is there because somebody made it up?
No.
Yeah.
It's because that's what it is. It's the
450 children murdered by their mother every year, at least. That's a lot of children.
And that is just so evil.
Yeah, you ain't got but 50 states. So divide it up. It's 450. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Every day you hear a story of child abuse. You didn't hear the neighbor did something to the child, beat the child up. The neighbor locked them in the closet. No, it was the mother. It was the father. It was the guardian. It was the foster parent. It was the person that the mother let keep her kid.
Exactly. The girlfriend, the boyfriend,
It's always something, yeah. Or left them alone, a babysitter. It don't be no kidnap story.
It's whomever was in that home.
In the house. Yeah, had access to the child. And that's what people need to understand about this Summer Wells case. It is no different. Ain't nobody went up in that holler and got that little girl up out of there.
No.
If they went, they were handed the baby.
Exactly.
Somebody handed her over to them and they took her. And that's even more diabolical than being murdered by a parent. Well, where is she at if they handed her to somebody? What would you need with a little girl? Because I have to use deduction. It's not for the right reason. And how
Exactly.
long you gonna keep doing certain things to a 5-year-old?
Exactly.
That is not gonna work.
Mm-mm.
And then you have to worry about what type of person she would turn out to be if she survived being, assaulted day for day, being groomed. She would have a propensity to be a groomer herself.
Exactly.
That's what's so messed up about people who become sadists. Like somebody said, I feel sorry for the child, the young version of the person, because they didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know anything about being groomed. But then when they grew up and they started assaulting, you know what I'm saying, grown ups, children,
Mhm.
I
Right,
can
right.
feel sorry for that person because what? They supposed to know better? I don't know.
Mm.
Sometimes I wonder about that.
Yeah.
When the person becomes a grown up and they've been essayed and they've been doing stuff with other kids and grown ups, do they know right from wrong? Because we assuming that they're supposed to know.
Right. Mm.
Well, we get out here. It's 2:41. Anything else you'd like to leave off on?
No. Mm-mm.
Do you believe that she's been cremated? Hello, Latrice.
I would hope so by now.
She's so
But they didn't, I know someone said that it was sad because we don't know for sure or not that she did have an insurance policy.
okay. Maybe she did.
But
They're just trying to get the money up to start the services.
yeah,
So then you have to ask. So that means she didn't have not even no savings.
Yeah.
Because who
She,
knows how much money she had saved up.
right.
Well, let's ask about this. If she was in a program, are they gonna give her that money? Because rightfully it is hers.
yeah, it belongs to her exactly.
Hmm. And who's gonna get that? True or the grandmama? If it's true.
I would think. I would think
The grandmother.
I would think the grandmother,
Mm,
especially if she was still living with them.
yeah. Now this comment she made on the page, Nala Burrs, about the sister and the mother not wanting to come to the hospital because she was the only one there holding her hand. What's that all about?
I was wondering that. I was wondering because I was trying to figure out is she
Yeah,
saying that they just didn't want to be there?
I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to look
Yeah,
at her like that.
yeah,
But some people can't look at a person incapacitated,
exactly.
especially day for day. That's gonna get old.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're not moving.
Yeah,
The doctor done gave a rendering that they ain't moving, they ain't coming out. So it would take a toll, I think, on a person that cares to look at a person incapacitated. If
exactly.
it's no different if they were talking. I know when I looked at my father and I realized something was wrong. It was hard looking at him because he was not the person I remember him. He was totally small. I mean, he was smaller than me, and this man was like 6'4". So it's hard looking at somebody the size of a toothpick.
Yeah.
And they've been heavy in, most of their life. It's just hard to look at.
Right. Maybe they just. She said that they didn't want to come, and then some other family members they didn't want to be there,
Okay.
and it was probably just like you just said they wanted to remember her as they last saw her
Mhm.
before the
Yeah.
situation that she wound up in.
Yeah, because that'd be hard to just look at a person lying there, they're not talking. You talking to them, they don't move, they don't twitch a finger, eyebrow,
Mhm.
eyelid. That I do that would take a toll on a person.
Yeah, and every time that you think about them, that's gonna be your last
thought visual
visual of it. Yeah, I
of
understand that.
them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that can weigh very heavy on you. Because I remember seeing my mother in the state that she was in, and something that my sister wanted to clean her, and that was the last vision I had, cleaning my mother up, and it pissed me off because I told my sister they have nurses to do this. Why
Mm-hmm.
are we doing this? And the woman is off the ventilator. But see, my sister she was just psychotic. There's just no
Yeah.
way to describe her behavior. You know what I'm saying? When this woman died, because she was just sitting there, and I hate to even say this on a live stream, but you know, just talking to her, knowing she's gone. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they called us back to the hospital to let us know she was gone.
Yeah.
So we come back, and I'm looking at my sister like, why are you messing with this lady? She is gone. What is wrong with you? And my brother, he was pissed off. He was like, she's just so stupid. Why in the world will she want you to clean her up and she's not alive? I said, because that's your crazy ass sister.
Exactly.
And then she
Because
was talking to my mama, saying stuff like, Mama, you tink on yourself. And I just was looking at her like, girl, you going to make me catch a charge up in this damn hospital.
right.
So imagine seeing that in your visual, in your sleep when you first wake up. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's not what I wanted to remember her by. It was bad enough just the visual of her lying there, but then we sitting up here cleaning up a dead woman. And she told the nurse, she said, oh, you don't have to worry about it. I'll clean my mama up. And the lady told her, she said, the nurse told her, she said, ma'am, that you don't have to do that. That's our job to clean your
Right.
mama up. And this stupid broad is steady going back and forth. But I told my sister in the room, I said, this is not our job to clean her up. She's dead. Don't you get it?
Exactly. That was their job.
And so here I am helping clean up a dead person. Girl, I can't tell you how long it was before I got that visual out my head to where I could wake up and not see that
Right.
as my last moments with her.
Right.
It just made me sick to my stomach. I was just telling myself, see, people just so ignorant when people die or they sick. They just do ignorant stuff. They say ignorant stuff because they act like they don't got no damn sense. And my sister, she showed out. She was doing all type of crazy stuff on Facebook and putting crazy stuff up there. Oh, she wasn't them kind. She would fit in good. Oh, she would fit in good with YouTube, honey. Because she would be that type of YouTuber that would tell everything, make up stuff. She was just a clown.
Yeah.
Just a damn clown. And I told myself, I said, see, it's bad enough you didn't have no sense before the woman died. Now she did, and you just a complete fool.
Right.
Just a complete fool. But, she probably still mourn her. She probably still mourn her. But, it is what it is. It's just, like they say, it's what you allow. So I've moved past that day, of course, by the grace of God. Amen. So I think about that often, how she looked. But I can tell you the cancer has spread because the nurse had said to me, she said, you want to see how the cancer has spread in your mother's body? And I said, yeah. I was kind of scared. And I said, yeah. So she pulled her gown back. Girl, she had lumps all in her stomach.
Oh, wow.
Where the cancer, left her left breast and had made it down to her femur, which would have been on the right side. And then all in her stomach was just lumps.
Oh, wow.
The cancer went everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Breast cancer. She never went and got treatment. Static breast cancer, stage 4. So, that's why I tell women take care of themselves. You see something ain't right with you, I don't care what it is. Arm, leg, breast, bowels, go get it checked.
Go get it checked out.
Go get it checked because you don't want to suffer like that. I know my sister said something about my mother didn't want to get checked or something because her sister had cancer. Yeah, but guess what? Did your sister suffer like that? Suffer because you suffered.
Yeah.
You suffered up to the moment you couldn't even walk. That's what made them take her to the hospital. And that's when she found out she had, stage 4. But she had to have known that she had cancer because she had a hole in her breast.
Wow.
A literal hole. It was a black hole. Girl, when I saw the pictures, my sister had it on computer. She had took a picture, and I said she been walking around with a hole in her breast
Wow.
and covering it up, girl. She was
Wow.
bandaging herself. Now you know it had to have odor, all of that,
Yeah.
and my mother
Yeah.
was very clean. And I just thought to myself, how could you live like this? And I told my sister, my brother, how does y'all not know she had a hole in her chest? I'm confused. It's just a wicked, wicked story. Well, I'm gonna check out of here. Thank you for joining me. We will do this again.
Okay.
Have a good night, baby.
Okay. See y'all later. Bye, everyone in the chat.
Okay.
Good
You
night.
are you ready to go to bed, Latrice? Or you gonna
No,
stay up? Okay.
no.
I'll probably look at a little YouTube until I drift off.
Yeah, that's what I normally do.
Okay. All right. See you
Okay.
later.
Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. That's Latrice from Alabama. Thank you all so much for joining me. Sorry we kind of veered off into no man's land. But that's life. This live stream is pertaining to Allie Harris. As most of you know, she has passed away allegedly, and I have not seen an obituary for her. I've also have been curious to her girl child, the youngest child, where she is and who has custody of her. Is she in Tennessee or did she go to New York? As some of you have said in the chat, I do not know. I don't have verification. And also, I've been curious to the truth about Boy H being in the state's care. Um, why he was in the state's care allegedly. Why was he going from place to place, friend's house to friend's house? And as I told you earlier during this live stream, the state of Tennessee will ask the parents, or mandate the parents rather, to pay child support to the state if indeed your child is in the state's care. So I was questioning that as well. Did this woman pay for her child to be in the state's care? Because that is Tennessee law, that if the state takes your child in, you have to pay the state a child support check for them keeping your child, whether the child's in a foster care home or they're in some type of juvenile facility. That is Tennessee law. So I thought to myself, I can't see this woman wanting to pay the state money for Boy H. So this is why Latrice and myself believe perhaps that Boy H has not been in the state's care. He's just been living from place to place, and Allie had allowed him to do so, whether it be she was tired of dealing with him, he was out of control, as you heard this Miss Amber say. I don't really know the dynamics of this family, but I do believe that these children did not get all what they needed from their parents. Don't even know who True's daddy is. Don't even know who the baby girl Bear's daddy is. All we know is Andrew, and that's too much sugar for the Kool-Aid or chicken for the soup. So you have to ask yourself all those questions. Who are these baby fathers? Where are they? What are their roles? Have they helped out down the road to help this lady with her two girl children? Because we already know H's father hasn't done nothing. Just made a mockery out of him and the decedent. So then you have to ask yourself, what was the relationship with the other two men? And I'd hate to find out they were just as volatile and erratic as that thing in New York. And people don't understand that children want to be close to their parents. They want role models. You know, no matter how they turn out and how they act, a child desires to have a parent. They may act like they don't, but they do. And I think perhaps this may be the reason that these children suffered, the older two anyway, and had, some issues at some point in life while living with their mother. It's because they didn't get everything that they needed. They didn't get everything that they desired. And being a child is very tough, especially in this day and age of modern technology, having the latest this and that, wanting to go places, being accepted. People don't really understand what it's like being a child, and especially going to school, public school at that. Well, that's my commentary. When I get more information, pertaining to anything in this live stream, I will bring you an update or post it to my community page or put it in another live. Please check out my extensive library of 2,000 plus videos to date. My earlier live was pertaining to Scott Peterson and the Kansas City 3 men found at their friend's home deceased outside. What is the truth to that? A mystery person has now been introduced into that case. A gentleman who is allegedly friends with all of the victims and the homeowner, Mr. Jordan Willis. He is corroborating his version of what took place the night all the men gathered. Is it drug related, deliberate? What happened to those men? And why are 2 standing and 3 deceased? Very strange and bizarre. If you'd like to donate to this great network, $BeganG129 Cash App, stickers and chats are always welcome during the live stream. It is countdown time. Queen will be 53 on Monday, January 29th. That was a beautiful day in the world, 1971. So help me each day celebrate my birthday. God is good. Amen. Thank you for following this network. Welcome new subscribers, viewers. Every day we're just going to count it down till she turns 53. Amen. Thank you all so much for listening. God bless all of you. You've been listening to the Vote Excel. Stay warm.